Hello, everybody. Welcome to Table Hops and our second episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I have a slightly different crew today than you might have seen last week, so we're just going to go around the table, quote-unquote, and just introduce everybody, just them as players, and you'll get to know their characters as we go along. I'm going to go clockwise around my screen, starting with Sarah, who joins us for the first time in Waterdeep. And then right below, we got Seb. And then next to Seb, we have Zach. And then next to Zach, right there on the left, we have Kenzie. And last but not least, we have Jack. And we have this strange mix of characters that have been exploring the huge town of Waterdeep. And last adventure, the characters were doing their very first gig at the Yawning Portal as the soon-to-be famous band, Two Napkins Juicy. And after their very first gig, which went okay, could have been worse, there was a bar brawl that erupted, and during the bar brawl, a troll escaped from the Undermountain, and they had to battle with the troll. And after that huge debacle, they gained the recognition of Volotham Gadarn, who tasked them with finding his friend, who went missing somewhere in the dock ward of Waterdeep. Searching through some rather strange shops, ending up at another tavern called the Skewered Dragon, they finally caught up with, looks like a trail that led to a criminal organization known as the Black Network that has some sort of hideout near somewhere in the dock ward. So returning to the Yawning Portal just to recoup and set themselves up for the investigation, we return to the Yawning Portal briefly, where Natel and Valtreya have decided to go with go a different way, maybe use their noble backgrounds, their noble connections to maybe find more information on this Black Network, while the rest of the crew has decided to search more into the clues they discovered in the previous session. Now, in this tavern, as you're taking a swig of your ale, you notice that in the corner is that same shadowy figure with a hood over their head that you noticed was exceptionally energetic at your previous performance. And you just sort of feel these eyes sort of lingering around you. How do you react to that?
Hack tactics.
So wait, we recognize this hooded figure from our performances, right?
Yeah, he or she seems to be some sort of like groupie. You've actually noticed them at multiple performances of Two Napkins Juicy. In fact, besides yourselves, they might be the only person that you've seen at Two Napkins Juicy's gigs.
I'm gonna raise up a little tankard of ale and point at it and point at them and be like,
Krizik looks over and recognizes the figure and is like, "Oh, hey!" and just like waves frantically, yeah, I recognize you. Yeah, what's up? Hi.
I get really paranoid and pull Krizik, we don't talk to strangers. No.
Is there a fireplace in this tavern?
Yeah, there are two fireplaces actually. One to the south wall, and then a smaller one, a little more cozy one, where Three Strings is still playing his lute. He's always there.
Okay.
I think he's perma-fixed to the fireplace.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I just want to find the hottest rock.
like a giant.
And lay across it.
Just sun yourself, basically.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go find a hot rock to lay on.
Do that little thing where you turn around 3 times and it just kind of plop down.
Yeah.
So
he's like a bearded dragon mixed with a dog. That's really the best way to describe it.
So good
that I could possibly think of.
And you see the members, or at least some of the members of Two Napkins Juicy, and you just can't help but just sort of stare at them and wonder what kind of genius runs through their mind that develops these types of sound combinations. And you see that Sneezewort actually raises a mug towards you, even though you're trying to remain incognito. And while you're trying to decide whether to maybe partake in a drink with them, you see Marv, their new percussionist, move over to one of the fireplaces and just sort of lay on his back next to the hearth. Probably would burn most creatures, but he seems to very much enjoy it. What do you do in this situation?
Well, this hood is just not going to stay on. I know it's not.
Well, soon as the big reveal, and then you can just do this.
It just slides back the entire time. Yeah, so when I see, Krizik waving, Ennui starts to wave, because she gets excited and then pulls back because, she doesn't want people to really know who she is. So she kind of stays put. She's still watching, but, a little bit more indecisive in her body language as to what she's going to do.
Sneezewort, having been able to observe this figure now while not in the throes of musical passion, you are now able to see clearly that this figure, his hood goes over their head, seems to be propped up in some way as if they have a very fancy hairdo or maybe some other appendage on their head that's holding it up, and their skin from the brief glance from the fireplace you notice is not a color you would normally see on most humanoids. I mean, you are green, but they seem to be a little more on the teal side. Am I incorrect?
Natel is blue, so
right.
That's true.
Krizik's
you know
also
what?
green.
You don't notice shit. It's all the same.
It's normal to us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shrug. I mean, they don't want to join us. I'm not gonna go over and possibly corner or confront, this thing that's obviously probably a couple times larger than I am. I mean, I'm invited them to have a drink with us. If they want to come have a drink with us, it sounds great. But I'm not gonna initiate this necessarily.
That's fair. You open the door. It's up to them to walk through it.
That's right. They're a lot bigger than I am, man.
How about Krizik and Thoughtsy? What are your characters doing at this time? Have you noticed this? Are you just going about your business? Are you thinking about the kidnapping?
Well, Krizik was trying to run up on him, so
yeah. Krizik recognizes this figure and just automatically assumes that they're a fan because we've seen them at several different places. Obviously they're in love with how amazing our music is, and I think he thinks that the issue is that there's not enough chairs at the table, so he jumps off his chair, scooches it over, and then drags a chair from another table and gestures to it yeah.
All right. Well, there's no mistaking it, and we obviously have an invitation to sit at the with greatness.
Maybe we're not offering the right thing. So at this, I'll reach into the little the little satchel at my side, and I'll pull out some rat jerky and I'll hold it up to her.
Marv is slightly it's distracted from the fireplace and heads back towards the table at the scent of said jerky.
Yeah.
I sigh and I start I put a cup down at the new chair and I put a plate down and I'm like, all right, there's 2 napkins there for them.
Oh, really? Are they juicy?
2 napkins, yeah.
I put 2 napkins.
That's how we do.
That's how you do.
All of our tables have 2 napkins set up right in the center.
You need both. One's not enough.
No, no.
So Ennui is gonna tentatively what?
I was gonna say 1 napkin's not enough and 3 is too much. It's 2 napkins juicy.
Exactly. Ennui's gonna see all this and be the skittishness is kind of she's still a little unsure, but now it's more because oh my god, they're inviting me over and they're so amazing, and less trying to really hide myself. So she's gonna walk over and. As she sees people setting stuff up, she'll walk a little faster and kind of forget that she's trying to be incognito here. So, but she'll kind of go up and kind of grab the chair and be like, "Were you inviting me over?"
Well, yeah.
Have a drink.
But I'm not a part of the band, and you're all so amazing.
We suck.
Have you heard us play?
It's the greatest music I've ever heard.
Yeah, no,
I think so too. But
she's got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you purposely put all those dissonances and things that catch people off guard in your music. It has this wonderful message about how you don't have to produce something absolutely incredible and masterful in order to be valued in this God's forsaken city.
That's exactly why I wrote that. That's exactly.
See, I think I wish more people would get that.
Come through. Just come sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Awesome.
Played a song today on the
you.
Goblin Crank Harp that made a shopkeeper throw us out of the store.
That did happen. But
Are there any tables where patrons have left and maybe there's like a few scraps of food still on their plate?
Yeah, I'm going to say at this point, as you're walking past, you do see that there are some scraps, and you notice Bonnie is walking around clearing the tables, but noticing you kind of like stare around and looking around for scraps, she kind of like just gives you a sly smile and starts from the farthest end of the bar and starts clearing from there.
Okay, yeah, I definitely start licking off all of the plates that I can.
Chris, just watch him.
All right, fine.
I mean, hey, Sneezeworth's doing the same thing. Like, I would
God
be
damn
doing
it,
it too.
guys.
Yeah, no. If Thoughtsy is like, you're on Marv duty, Chris is like, okay, and he goes over and he starts also eating scraps off.
Yeah,
the
I definitely hand you the other plate.
Yeah.
Why am I the only adult in this room?
If we don't eat it, someone else will.
Krizik like finds something that he thinks Marv might like, and he's like, "Oh, here, try this one. This one's really good."
I mean, it will just go to waste if they don't eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying that I necessarily want to eat after people. There is a plague going around, but it seems like they're rather immune.
Oh, all right. I'm not testing it though.
I come back over and I hand you something on a bone. Well, just some small amount of meat still. Like, there's still a little bit of this left if you're interested.
Oh, thank you, but you're welcome to it.
Okay.
So you're currently at the yawning portal. It's between the lunch and the dinner hour, so it's that lull in between where there's not very many people in here. Jernin walks out of the back room, sees you all at the table, offering each other scraps of food from other pieces of or other table settings, and just shakes his head, closes the door, and walks back with the way he came.
Yeah, I've got like 6 plates of other people's stuff just like stacked up. Very clean now, though.
Yeah.
Well, clean is a relative term.
Yeah.
They're empty.
Krizik has started like drinking like the last bits of all the ale in like all of the
Oh god, the
In a mug.
backwashed ale.
It's great.
Oh no.
Every party needs goblets and kobolds.
Backwash ale does sound like a Two Napkins Juicy single. So
You know what? I'm writing that down, actually.
Well, yeah, I like that.
So Bonnie comes by and picks up the stack of empty plates, pats you on the head, and says, "Thanks, Marv. That helps me out a lot." And then heads out to the back, stick it in the basin. Now, coming to terms, you realize you have a fan, which is very exciting. You're probably your only one. And the problem is, you guys are in the middle of an investigation. Do you trust this figure enough to let her into the? Maybe there's a way to prove herself.
What's my intelligence again?
Not
the answer
high.
is probably yes. The answer is probably yes.
No, sounds great.
I believe in everything anyone ever tells me.
I mean, okay, if Krizik has seen this person, like we just got the job today or yesterday, Krizik has seen this person before that, then obviously they're trustworthy.
I mean, we trusted this guy Volo, right? And we just met him
Yeah.
That's true.
yesterday.
I'm Marv. Hello. Who are you, by the way?
I'm Ennui. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Have you ever heard of Tiamat?
Ennui, roll a religion check.
I was gonna say, how much
Five-headed
is there?
dragon goddess, and she wants nothing more than for the whole world to be at peace and in harmony. And well,
I got a 13.
So
Tiamat's
it's definitely not
pretty
a
edgy.
pantheon that you hear regularly mentioned in Waterdeep, although you have heard of strange evil deities that live below in the Undermountain. This sounds like one of those, but he's very excited to talk about it, so it can't be all bad.
Yeah, well, it's also really, some of these gods that we talk about being evil. Are you sure this is not just like the various races that are dominant basically coming in and just creating this myth around it to essentially just assert their dominance over these minority races?
I've never heard anyone refer to Tiamat as evil before. She is delightful.
Well, clearly, there's been just some awful propaganda spread about her.
Who spread it? What are they spreading? Is it like on toast?
No, it's more just stories that don't necessarily sound true. You know, things like murder and such.
Oh, we've done that before. The other day.
Well, we didn't mean to. I mean, it was.
It was an accident. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I didn't do it.
They didn't let me eat him.
Yeah, me either.
No, we drew the line there.
No.
That's right.
Well,
I
now
mean,
that
I don't
you
know that you all will last very long in the caves if you ever go down there. It's not
Ennui,
to
like,
be
just
eaten,
between
and
us.
people always eat us.
Just
Like,
for the
I pulled-
record, I look about 16. So just
I'm like 25, I think.
I'm 9.
I have
I'm
no idea. How I am
5.
anymore.
I'm 16.
I pull Ennui to the side, and I'm like, just we're working
Haggard
on
old
it.
man sitting to work.
We're just working on it. Just roll, and I'm trying.
okay.
Eating
Fair
people
enough.
is
Different cultures.
usually
It takes a while
bad.
for them to all get along
Oh,
together, but it's possible.
They keep saying that it's not okay up here, but down there, that's all that happens. Everyone just gets eaten all the time.
Well, you have to
the
understand
thing is that up here there's better things to eat.
those
That's
sandwiches,
exactly
those
why.
sandwiches.
That's exactly. We have so many better things to eat.
This crusty old bread is delicious.
See?
Oh, yeah, I
That's
threw
so
that
much
yesterday.
better than a person. That's
I don't know if it's better than a person. It's certainly good.
But
Good with
Marv,
a person.
it's kind of like how I'm sure there's some things that you consider sacred when it comes to rituals around Tiamat. A lot of the races up here have sacred rituals when people have died associated with their gods.
Oh, Tiamat just tells me I have to give her things.
So it could just be different religions.
Well, after
Yeah, try looking at
discussing
it that way.
that
Oh.
Tiamat may be a misrepresented five-headed demon tyrant of doom,
That's the takeaway here.
you decide.
Marv makes up. Marv
I'm
has made up
willing. I'm
everything
willing to
about
keep
this.
an open mind. You know.
It is entirely in his head.
So, Sarah, out of character, I noticed you took off your hood. Does that mean you've sort of revealed yourself to the group in a very
We can
just my
we
face
can
way?
just say it fell off. We can
Oh,
just
what? The hooded person was Sarah?
holy shit, Sarah.
So, as the hood comes back, Sarah, why don't
it's like,
you
it won't stay, so it might as well just be off.
why don't you describe Ennui to the rest of the group?
Okay, so Ennui is a tiefling. She has dark, like turquoise skin and horns on her head. They're not like gigantic. They're kind of like a smaller size. Let's see. She has longish hair, but it's put back into braids. It kind of looks like something you might see in it maybe if someone worked somewhere that was a little bit more upscale. It seems like it was a hairdo that kind of fit a certain dress code to that degree. But she's a teenager. She's about 16, and you know, she's been at all your shows. She's trying to contain her excitement, but she's also, you can tell she's kind of looking around now that she's taken her hood off and making sure that people aren't staring at her.
I was an emo kid too, so I'm like relating with Ennui. Like,
I wasn't an
feel you.
emo kid, but we're gonna see how this goes.
I feel you.
All right, you guys have
I'm like
one
you.
inspiration for the character introduction, as well as that delightful Tiamat discussion.
Well, there's gonna be more, I'm sure.
So now that you kind of feel this bond with Ennui, you kind of feel like, you know, she kind of gets what you're all about. But now you have to just sort of decide, are you bringing into this investigation? You know that Valo was going to meet you late tonight back here at the Yawning Portal. That kind of you need to put a little spring in your step if you're going to find this guy in time to get your 100 gold pieces each.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. There was a
Yeah.
reward promised to us. Yeah.
Where are we supposed to look first?
So we'll fill Ennui in on this, and we can let Ennui decide if she wants to join us. I mean,
That's probably fair.
we can see we
Yeah.
can see what she has to bring to the band.
Yeah.
This will be the trial by fire or immersion or
Audition.
whatever.
The
Yeah.
audition, also known as
audition.
trial by fire.
Hey, Ennui, audition for crime.
Well, if you don't tell other people, I've been doing a little bit of that on my own. So
Oh, crime?
You say exceptionally loudly.
It says wildly.
Critic, stop.
Sorry. Crime!
My parents don't know I'm doing it. Shh. So,
Oh dear, this
Yeah,
child still has parents.
What are parents?
Hey, at least she still has parents.
The people you can't eat.
Oh, no.
Well, you can, but it's
It's frowned upon.
It's
frowned upon.
pesticide.
Yeah.
yeah. But,
So,
but
let's
yeah,
do a little recap to see who remembers what. Who's the guy who hired you to find the person?
Bolo.
Volo, I know
His
that.
name
Yeah,
is Bolo.
Right? Who are you
Isn't it
looking to
about-
find?
We are looking for Floon Bladmar.
Where
This
did you
lover.
investigate
Oh,
last
that's a
time?
name.
Last
This,
time,
Skewered dragon.
we investigated the North Ward,
Nope.
specifically the Skewered Dragon.
Well, close. The dock ward, actually, in the other direction. But yes.
Oh, it's the dock ward, okay.
But no, to the skewered dragon, and in there you
Also,
learned.
old Zoblob's shop, which
Yep.
is where I did the
Yeah.
musical performance that made the guy just like give us a big discount on the stuff and throw us out.
That's exactly
That was
right.
that great.
So Zoblob
Yep.
confirmed the rumors you heard in the Skewered Dragon Inn that this man that you're searching for, Floon, was ambushed by 5 people dressed in black with a symbol. I think you guys found the symbol. Did you find the symbol?
Yeah,
We
the
did.
black
Well-
snake on the neck.
Black snake
Yeah.
with wings on the neck. And you learn that they tend to hang around, what was it called?
Candlelight Lane.
Candle Lane. Yeah, Candle Lane.
Yep.
And so you decided last time a good lead might be to go to Candle Lane and see if you can discover anything in that area.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to
So
bring
yeah,
up our
I
display.
think we tell Ennui like all of that.
I think I try to stop Krizik from telling everything. But Krizik's just like, this happened and then this happened and then we went here and then we found this and we're looking for this guy and that's why we're doing all of this. Like that's what I see.
And
Yep.
Ennui kind of like nodding, trying to follow, but it's very rapid fire.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, alright.
It needs worth throwing in on parts too. So there's like 2 goblins like going back and forth about like the specific details, like around like mouthfuls of leftover food
Yep.
and like rat jerky.
So,
Oh yeah, Krizik is still like eating and drinking through all of this, so like he's
Probably,
just like yeah,
right?
yep.
He's got one cheek pouch is all stuffed too.
you see
And
Jernan.
occasionally
You see
he'll wipe
Jernan
his mouth,
exit
but
the
it's just
back.
like an arm, like
You see Jernan exit the back room and discuss something with Bonnie. She seems to be talking to him. You hear her say, "Oh, "They don't mean any harm." But he comes over to your table. He says, "Oi, we got the evening crew coming in. If you're all done, we're gonna have to ask you to move along. Please pay the 10 copper for all that ale. But we'll say the food's on the house, and you didn't order it anyway."
There's more food on the house?
I'll be in the back if you need
they
anything.
They keep all the food down here. Yeah, it's just an expression.
Oh,
All right, I'll pay the copper.
All right, so it's 10 copper for the whole party.
Yep,
just-
and then
yep, just silver.
Krizik tips Bonnie like 2 or 3 copper more.
Perfect.
Marv puts down 5 gold for her.
Hey guys.
He doesn't know what that is.
Krizik is like, wow, that's really nice of you, Marv. You're the best.
Oh, let me give more then.
No,
Wait,
no.
aren't you gonna save some for yourself?
Yeah, keep some for yourself.
What do these do? I know that they turn into food. I figured she'd want to eat some later.
You give them to people, and then people give you things that you want. That's how money works.
They can be exchanged for goods and services.
Well, I like goods. Goods are good.
Oh, shit.
Goods are good. Yeah. So
So
I now
looking south of the yawning portal, and just slightly further south from the Honorable Knight, you're going to see my ping on the screen. I know it's a little big, but this is Candle Lane, so it's only about an 8 or 9 minute walk from where you were. Not as far south as Zoblob's, and it's about halfway between. So
Yeah, we should probably make tracks.
it's later in the. It's dusk, so Marv, you are not affected by the sunlight.
Oh, good.
But It's still a little brighter than you're used to. You would consider this to be full on brightness.
Yeah, I would say that this sounds. Look, I'd back out. And go, God! At least it's dying.
So you pass by a lot of these street lights that are encased in glass. A lot of glass has been broken, and the candles inside have been stolen away. However, in the gloom, you see a narrow alley, as dark as a dungeon and as odorous as one too. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. The only light that pierces the darkness is a faint flickering from down the lane like a distant candle, hence the name of the road. So that's at the far end of the lane from where you're at. You see a few warehouses on either side. You don't see any people about.
Okay, so we're looking for one that has the they said it's a snake symbol on like the door on the front. It's like painted on there, and that's going to be the sigil.
So the way this is going to work is if you guys want to search for this somewhere in here, you're going to choose one person to make the roll, and it's going to be an investigation check, and then that person will get advantage for the rest of you helping said person.
I've got a +4 to investigation.
Yeah, I only have a +3.
Yeah, mine's a +3, but if you want to roll it, sure.
Oh, we're throwing our head first into our little crime spree. All right.
Well,
Yeah, prove yourself.
I mean, this is how you get the Two Napkins Juicy.
Yeah, we're
He's
hazing.
the rogue.
All
Yeah.
right.
So, is someone helping me so I have advantage, or am I just
You
doing
get
it on my own?
advantage,
We're all
yes.
helping.
Yeah, you're all they're all
Okay.
helping, so you get advantage.
I'm just making sure I don't cheat.
Nope,
yet.
you're good.
So, let's see.
Ooh, that's a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty 20. So
Very nice. Sarah, if you wouldn't mind going to the gear icon on the right-hand side and enabling your 3D
the
dice.
dice didn't show up.
Yeah, it's just because every game that I invite you to, you're going to have to redo that, because it
Yep.
doesn't stick.
Got it.
Anyways, as you're doing that, you notice from the light of the lamp a black winged snake painted above one of the door's handles.
Is this what you guys are looking for right here?
That's
Yeah,
exactly.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one
Yes,
that told us
that's
now.
exactly what we're looking for.
So this warehouse stands at the back of an outer yard behind a high fence. The gate on the fence isn't locked. There are three different entryways that you can see. There's a front door, a large warehouse loading door, and a window that's been painted over.
Is this all one level, or do we have like a
It looks
maybe
like
a way we can get up?
It's a 2-level building. However, you don't see anything around that would be easy to climb up.
Okay.
You could with some... if you can figure out a way, you could. I'm going to bring up a different map just so you can sort of place your tokens there and decide how you want to approach. If you have a way to climb up high, it's a possibility. Let me double check, make sure I put on Fog of War right. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool.
So there's a fence gate that is not locked
Right.
that leads up to this warehouse.
That surrounds the warehouse. So if you look here on the map now, I'm going to shift ping you. This
Yep,
yard
okay.
area, this is the fence around the perimeter of the yard, and then this gate is unlocked. So you're currently like in this general area right here.
Okay.
So if you want to drag
Okay.
your tokens, they should populate with all your stats and stuff.
Okay.
Where's my token?
It should be in the journal. Mine's divided by PCs, but I don't know if you have folders or not.
Yeah, we have folders.
Yeah, it should be in the
Alright.
player character folder or
Yep,
PC
I
folder.
found me.
I found me.
Okay.
I did it.
I found me.
So in front of you is this large loading door, and then to this side is a it looks like just a regular use door.
Okay.
I want to go in
And
the
the
little.
window is the one that's here, I take it?
Uh,
Is it painted up?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna advocate for stealth. So
The window's on the first level. Oh, it's a little bit higher.
It's
what you're
slightly
saying?
higher, yeah. But it's still anyone who's medium can look in, no problem. If you're a smaller character, if you stand on the other one's shoulders or just boost yourself up, not too hard.
gonna say,
It is
The goblins
painted
can
over.
Definitely stand on each other's shoulders.
It's painted over
Yeah.
on the inside, so you looking in, you can't seem to make out anything from the inside, and you can't scratch at it because it's on the inside of the pane.
Can I check and see how easily it would open?
It doesn't look like this window is the type that has an opening latch to it. It's just a solid glass pane.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. So it's not a window we could actually open without breaking in.
Correct.
Okay.
I think the regular door would be the best because the loading door is gonna be hella loud. We don't want to break the window. So we have to go in the
Yeah, that's probably how. Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
The quietest manner of entry will probably end up being this front door.
Right.
So we probably need to check it very carefully, see if it's locked.
Yeah, and
And if it is,
or something.
Yeah, well, the gate wasn't locked, but then
Right.
the front door.
yeah.
So
So-
am I checking the front door?
Yeah, if you'd like to, just move your little person over there.
Okay.
Oh, that's the door to the gate.
No,
That's
the regular door's over here, up north.
Wait, which color pink?
The orange.
Up. Yep.
And now it's pink.
Okay.
You did it. There you go.
Yay!
Looking at this door, you've seen doors like it before. It has a sliding peephole that opens from the inside to look at people on the outside. That's not something you can really fiddle with from this side of the door. It does have what looks to be a standard-looking lock, but just touching the door handle and jiggling it a little bit, it has been secured. It is a locked door.
Okay. Can I try to unlock it?
Yes, you can. So you use your thieves' tools for said things. You all see Enwi doing crime.
Should we check for traps first? I mean, that's an out of character question. But Krizik would be like, "Oh, are you any good at this kind of stuff?"
And Enwi's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good. Maybe before do you think that, whatever you're looking for in here, that they would like booby trap it or anything?"
I can't imagine why they would.
I mean, if I had something really valuable, maybe.
Okay, so maybe I should check and just make sure first.
Okay.
And is that an investigation check?
This is actually a perception check, but if it's less than
Perception.
your passive perception, you just tell me your passive perception.
Okay. So we'll
Oh, we going Chavo Trap.
yes. I've never played a rogue before, so I'm like
All right,
figuring
so
it
you
out.
got a 6, but I'm sure your
Oh,
passive
no.
perception.
My passive perception is 12.
Okay, so it's a 12. All right. You don't see any of the telltale signs of anything. Looking in the lockpick, you don't see any like small needles or anything that would be used as a trap for that. You can't tell if anything was set up on the other side of the door, but it looks like the lock itself is not trapped in any way.
Okay. So I'm going to try to unlock it. Do I just click on Thieves' Tools for that to do it? Or?
That'll be it.
Okay. And that's dexterity, right?
It is dexterity, yeah.
Okay, because it was asking me, and I'm like,
Sorry.
I was like, I was sitting there going like, no character sheet. You're supposed to know this.
Yeah, so with an 18. So you guys see Anwi hunch over, take out her lockpicks, and start messing with the door. And then quite quickly, she just does a quick click, and the door opens ajar almost soundlessly.
All right. I will ready my crossbow at this point, I think.
Yeah, Krizik will pull out his longsword.
I'll take my shields and sword out. What are we doing?
We're just getting ready in case there's anyone on the other side of the door.
Oh, right.
All right, so let me reveal the area to you.
Definitely try to go in stealthily as possible, so we don't want to. This is a motley crew. we're gonna look really weird prowling around a warehouse.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably.
We're not
my
doing
shield is
crime,
made of,
we
of the bottom
promise.
of a chair.
I think you took that from the yawning portal.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
All right, hold on, I gotta get it a certain way here.
Oh, there's corners. I see.
All right, before you get any further, let me just describe the room to you so you know what you might want to do. Tables and chairs have been carelessly tossed across the floor. The corpses of a dozen men lie along the walls. I don't have that many dead bodies. I just put a bunch of bodies on the map and said that's a bunch of bodies. Anyway, the corpses of the men are lying along the walls, their rapiers and daggers lying nearby. On the north side of the area, stairs rise to an open level above. That's what that little like ladder-looking thing is in the center.
Okay.
Gotcha. So does it look like the bodies were placed there? Or?
Well, there's going to be some guys that appear really quick. Let me pop them on there.
Oh,
for
gotcha.
you. So, boop. Come on, little buddy. Why aren't you taking my little boop, 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 boop.
You beep those boots, Chris.
I did it. 4 short avian creatures with long beaks and black feathers look over in surprise from where they stand in the middle of the warehouse. Each wears a hooded cloak and wields a short sword. So just the light from the outside, the brim light, they turn towards you and they start squawking. They look kind of like this. They don't have golden grams in their hands, but they're ready to.
Gotcha.
But they do see that the door has opened. They haven't seen how many of you there are, but we are. So it's not going to be. There's no surprise here, but we are going to roll roll initiative. Unless you're going to try and talk to them first. They haven't really moved.
Gotcha.
I don't know what Kenkus speak. I've never come across them before.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so, oops, I'm sorry. Thoughtsy, I'll keep that initiative for you, but let me, I still have the initiative turns from last game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Let me get you all in there.
Did that do it?
And then, you had a 19, yeah?
Oh, no.
There you go.
I'm not in the room yet.
Oh,
so.
yeah, actually, I probably should roll up the character sheet so it populates.
Yep. And if there's an extra one that shows up, I'll delete that for you. There you go.
The other roll was a lot better. Damn.
Wait, how do we roll off the character token?
Oh, so if you go into your
Oh,
character
you have to.
sheet-
Okay.
You have to select now that being said, Marv, I see that you already got it in there. If you need to type it in, you should be able to do that. But if you have your character selected and then roll the
It's like-
initiative button, it'll populate for you.
I keep forgetting to highlight first.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. hold
Oh,
on, let me try
right.
that
Yeah,
again.
that's.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay. All right. So, Chris, I rolled initiative once, but I didn't have my character selected.
Okay.
So, if you want to go with the lower one, that's like if you want to go with the first one, that's fine.
Whatever
but I
you rolled
a 4
first is
I rolled
first
a
is fine
4
with me.
first. Okay.
Yeah. And let me know when you're all populated in there. Oh my God! Look at all those high numbers, guys.
I rolled a 4 first, and then when I figured out how to do it from the character, it was a 21. So I'll just cry about that later.
All right, descending. All right, Marv, you get to go first. You're not entirely sure what's going on, but you get to go first.
Okay. Well, I'll see myself in, and I guess I'll see these people, and I'll go, oh, hello.
All right, they all instantly draw their short bows and aim them directly at you.
Oh no.
You still have an action.
I'll put up my hand, and I guess it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, this is a. Are you begging, or what are you?
No, I'm doing.
Oh, you're doing shit. Got it.
I'm doing yeah. I'll actually. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame real fast. So.
Okay.
I guess.
Oh, okay,
Should be on this one. Just sort of like reaction, like
Do your ping one more time. I have too many windows up. Got it.
Yeah, just the one directly in front of me, and it should be a dexterity saving throw.
All right, here goes his dexterity saving throw. 12.
Oh, that is my
Oh,
DC.
okay. Does he take anything, or is it just shoot over?
No,
him?
it just misses. It's a cantrip.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay,
Well, I'll
Okay.
run over here. I'm like
that works. So hiding behind the staircase there. That's going to give you 3/4 cover.
Okay, I got my shield out too. So.
Yeah. Thoughtsy.
So I'm going to come right inside the door here. Move right there. And I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
Hey, I didn't know you could do that.
Hey.
Right?
Nice.
Wait, did it do it? Okay, it did it.
Yeah, so that's going to be 14 to hit with 9 force damage. Which one did you attack?
Oh, sorry. Same as Marv.
All right. Do I get it's just an attack, right? I just take the damage. All right. So,
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
so this creature blasts, or you blast it with your Eldritch Blast, and it makes this loud explosive sound. And as it gets hit, it squawks, and then out of its beak comes the exact same sound that the Eldritch Blast made.
Nice.
I like that.
Now it's the Kenku. This guy, seeing that his buddy was shot by magic, is going to aim at you, Thoughtsy, and shoot his bow at you. Here he
Don't do
goes.
it.
Oh, that's a crit hit. Oh, guys, first roll
no.
for me.
I
That's going to do
We can't
10,
do this.
10
We
damage
can't
to
do
you. That's
this.
going to drop you.
I'm dead.
Well, you're not.
No,
you're
not dead.
unconscious.
You're just unconscious.
Jesus. At least I did Elder's Blast.
That's
before.
true. All right, so go ahead and mark your hit points down to 0. If you just click on the green and hit -9. Yeah, and then click on your guy, hit up the little crystal ball at the bottom, and give yourself an X that goes over your character. That works.
All right.
All right. Thoughtsy just entering the room has been dropped. The other Kenku's going to go. That's going to be this guy back here. He can't really see anyone for where he's at, so he's going to move forward. 5, 10, 15. Actually, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, getting behind this sort of big box right here. He's going to have full cover behind these 2 boxes unless you move more over here. And he's also going to take the dodge action.
Are they flying? Or
No,
are they on the ground?
they're kind of like bobbing.
Oh, okay,
they're moving
gotcha.
kind of Velociraptor style. Ennui, you're
Gotcha.
next.
Why is that where you're sleeping?
Okay. I'm gonna see. Oops. Hey, move. I'm gonna move in a little bit. Let's see. I can move 30 feet. So. Ooh, I can actually move right up. And I'm presuming since they've been hit by an attack, I can do sneak attack?
That's not how it works. So sneak
That's
attack.
not how it works. How does sneak attack work?
So sneak attack is you either have to have advantage on the target, or you need to have an ally within 5 feet of the target.
Okay.
You can
That's
attack
fine.
like
Well,
normal.
I'm still gonna attack.
All right, cool.
So I'm gonna use my short sword
Okay.
and
12 is almost enough to hit it, but not quite as it jumps out of the way. So close.
Dang, drat. Okay.
All right. I think that's it at level 1.
Yeah, I was looking at the book. I was like, wait, do I get disengaged? Apparently not.
No,
So
not yet. This Kenku is going to move here, and seeing Ennui come in, he's going to shoot his short bow at her. That's going to be 21 to hit for 6 damage.
What the fuck, Chris?
I'm so sorry, guys.
Wow.
You got it?
yeah.
All right, and then after that, this Kenku goes next, directly in front of you. He's going to have to use his short sword. 17 to hit with 5. That's going to drop you 2. Oh my gosh, guys, we're in trouble!
Oh my God, Chris.
We're only level 1, dude.
Yeah,
Chris.
it's a little ridiculous. But
All right, with that, Sneezewart, you're up next. Things aren't going well.
Man. Oh, no.
God.
1 in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, we're going to see, well, actually, we move just like right in front of that. We'll see this Kenku right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to take a shot at him. I mean, it's not, this is dangerous.
Wait a second. Where?
Oh,
Oh, I see you now.
go
No,
ahead,
you're
sorry.
totally fine. Totally fine.
Yeah, that one right
inspiration.
there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
use
use
it.
an inspiration.
All right,
I'll use an
on that.
I
inspiration.
forgot we had that.
Yep.
right.
We have
Yeah.
1 inspiration.
We've
All
had
right,
no
I'm
time to think about
go
it.
ahead and use that. So short bow, so take an attack.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Much
Yep.
better.
30, 20 to hit. 6 damage to this Kenku that's standing over the body
That
of
works.
Ennui.
So as you do that, you come in, you shoot the bird creature standing above your new compatriot, and that character is dead and falls next to her unconscious body. Boom! Good job.
right.
Whew.
And
that was a
I'm
rough
gonna go
first
ahead and we're
round.
gonna jump right behind these boxes, and we're gonna take the hide action.
All right, cool. Give yourself a little
Oh, yeah.
ninja, or give yourself a symbol to remember you're hiding.
Sure. And then we'll,
Krizik, you're next.
All right, so Krizik is going to run through the door. Oh, I need to actually select him. Run through the door, and then 5, 10, 15. I can get like. Yeah, I'm gonna get here.
Okay.
And he's going to throw a javelin at. Oops. I didn't declare it first, but it's this one.
All right, cool. 7 damage. All right.
Yes.
All right.
And he's gonna scream like scream and yell and try to get their attention on him instead of his
Okay,
friends.
sounds good. So with that, the Kenku gets a javelin right into his torso. And then anything else from you? Because if not, it goes right to Marv.
Nope. Marv's turn.
All right, Marv.
Marv, I look and I go, oh no! And I come up to to Thoughtsy, and I go, Tiamat, please save my friend. Here, blessings be upon us, and I cast Healing Word.
Awesome.
Yay. Do we have any health potions? Or
What do I have
anything?
to do?
No.
Okay.
I do it.
No, we got a cleric.
Yeah, I was gonna
God,
say,
Just
yeah.
as good.
5
Yeah.
HP.
Yeah.
5.
Thoughtsy, you get 5 hit points back, and you can take that X off your character. You're back into it.
Hell yeah.
Functionally, you are totally fine.
Functionally, I can function-ish.
Yeah.
Hey, Marv, is Healing Word ranged? You could have done that from where you were.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool. Just making
It
sure.
was for the dramatics.
Yeah, it's dramatic
I like
tension,
it.
sir. And then as I do that, I see her get up and I look over and I go, oh no!
He's on me.
And I'll sort of scurry over there, knowing that next turn I'll be able to do
That
something.
works. All right, Thoughtsy, you get to take your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast
Yes.
number up top.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a little. If you move to here or if you moved up just a little bit, these stairs are kind of in the way.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
If you move like right behind Krizik, you'll probably be fine.
That's fine. He's
Right there?
tiny. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. Wait, what did I do? There it is. Spells, Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, no, 11. That one goes wide. Shoots above.
Fuck.
Anything else?
I'm still. I just came back from the dead. I'm a little weird. Like.
That's true.
um,
You were
Can I
prone.
do
You
anything?
used 5 points of movement to move there. You still have 10 left if you'd like to move 10 feet in any direction, or you're good.
I'm good because I want to go. I want to be near Marv in case I go down.
That works. So,
Well, hey guys,
Kenku,
Zach has 2 spell slots. One is already used, so
this Kenku
No
is
one
going
else can
to
go down.
shoot at Krizik after he let out this raging bellow.
Come at me, bro.
14. 14 for 9
14
damage.
is a miss.
Why?
I think my AC is 15, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, cool. That's a miss. No,
Yeah.
your AC is 15. That's a miss. So that one, no effect. Next one, that's going to be this dude way back here. He's
Okay.
kind of trying to sneak around this way. There's still a lot of stuff here, so anyone here is going to have cover. He's actually going to take the dodge action and try and ambush you next turn. You do see him creeping around.
just telling us these things.
Ennui.
All right. I
Oh,
presume
death save.
Unconscious. Oh, yeah.
You're good. That's 1 success. So give yourself a colored dot of any color.
Okay.
This injured Kenku right in front. Are you seeing their green bars, by the way, guys? You should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we are.
He is shooting at Krizik.
Okay.
12. No, that doesn't get you.
That's a miss.
All right. And after that guy, it is the last. Oh, that guy's dead. So I'm going to just delete him from the map here. Sneezewort, you're up.
All right. We're going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 puts us here on the stairs, and we'll attempt to shoot at this one right
Okay.
here. See if we can't end this one.
Let's go.
It's 12 doesn't hit, so
Close.
Nope.
No.
All right. And we'll
Right there?
back up, and you know what? Actually, we'll go behind the stairs here. Tend to give ourselves a little bit of cover, and we'll take the hide action again and try to ready our bow for another shot.
That works. And you're getting the hide action from your favorite terrain, or what is this from?
This is from the goblin racial ability.
Oh, right. Cool.
Nimble
That's
escape.
awesome.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you can do disengage or hide as a
Got
bonus
it.
action.
Bonus action.
All right, Krizik, you're up.
Krizik is going to pull out his longsword again and run up and hit this guy.
Okay.
This is
Just
it's two-handed.
regularly. Is he running up angrily in any kind of way?
Too late. But it
Not
is
yet.
It's fine.
it is 10 damage. And with that, you cut this Kenku in half.
And then can I use the rest of my move action? Yes. Okay, cool. I'm gonna run up on this guy.
Okay.
So I'm there.
Looks good. Boom. And Marv is up next.
Marv is gonna go, Tiamat, you've done, just one more time, please.
One more again.
And healing word on Ennui.
Ennui,
For
you
4?
heal 4. You can take the X and dots off yourself.
And very upset now, Marva's gonna run up with Krizik and go, Pack Tactics!
Ooh, nice. Are you using Pack Tactics, or is Healing Word a bonus action?
Healing Word is a bonus action.
Sweet, let's do it.
So let me toggle advantage on my Roll20 sheet.
You did it.
Do I also get advantage? Yes.
No, Pack Tactics, I have Pack Tactics.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep,
Okay,
that hits.
21 for 7 damage.
All right,
Nice.
so you come in and stab him right in the belly.
And quite furiously, I channel Tiamat again, and no, it's a bonus action. Never mind.
Okay, cool. With that, we move on to Thoughtsy.
So I'm going to go ahead and try to finish off number top.
Number top, got it. This is an
Number
Eldritch
top.
Blast.
Yep, give me 1 second to pull. Oh, there it is. Well, I'm kind of missing Chill Touch now.
Oh.
No.
I'm really missing Chill Touch now.
Oh no.
All right. Unfortunately, you blow
Then
up
we
one of
don't
the
have any more
crates to the
inspiration.
left of the of them, and you see these black clothings fall out, but you're unable to do damage to the Kenku. Any movement?
No, I'm gonna sit right here.
All right. This guy goes
Wait,
next,
I
and
don't- I
Actually,
don't want
no,
terrible
no,
things to
can
happen,
I-
but that was a natural 1, Chris.
oh, we don't do that in. That's only for Childs and Chains. The table.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
my own little
Okay.
bit of
Evan.
happiness.
Did
Gotcha,
you ask
okay.
the teacher for extra homework in school?
I didn't actually.
Are
But
you
sometimes if we remind Chris of the rules, he gives us inspiration.
But that's not a rule that is real. So,
Okay.
you got this, guys. You can do it. So,
We're almost there.
Kenku, he was just stabbed by Marv, but Krizik is yelling in his face. I'm gonna roll 1, 2
Yeah.
for Krizik, 3, 4 for Marv. Krizik it is. Here comes a
Alright,
short
that's
sword.
fine.
10. No,
Not enough.
not enough. All right, the next Kenku to go is this guy down here. I need, let's see. Ennui, I need you to roll a perception check against his stealth check.
Okay.
So, I got a 25.
I got a 22.
Oh, but that
Wow.
was
All right, no.
That's so
If we
good.
both critted, I'm
Actually,
giving.
mine's green. Is that that's a nat
They're
20?
both. We both got a nat.
Yep.
We both got a nat.
You
20.
both now.
Oh,
But
so
I'm
how
going to
did
give
that
it to
work
you.
out?
I usually have players win the ties. So even though, so he's going to attack you, but he's not going to attack you with advantage. As you see him leap over the crates. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, because that was just ridiculous. He lands right here, and he attacks you with his short sword. Oh, he still gets you, but
damn it.
4 does drop you. 4 does drop you.
God.
I just no more spells.
That's fine.
Guys, you're gonna get this. It's a tough one. All right. Unfortunately,
one is
Ennui, you got to
just-
roll a death save right away.
Yep. Let me put my X over again. So,
You're good. Just add a dot,
yep.
and then this Kenku is dead actually. So it's Sneezewort's turn.
All right, we're gonna move up on the stairs. I'm gonna assume that this guy right here is no longer hidden since
No, he's
just
out. He's
popped
out in the open. Sorry for it. Let me take off his ninja
All
mask.
right. Okay, we're gonna attempt to.
Ooh,
Nope,
nope.
it's a 9. It misses.
Yes.
No, unfortunately, no hit. Krizik.
Krizik is gonna. He's gonna shout, but much more angrily this time. He's gonna use
As
a
if
rage.
to invoke some sort of.
some kind of like really big anger. Is that the word for it?
Almost like
yeah.
a
Yeah.
roaring madness.
Yeah. We'll call it the roaring madness. So we'll call
Rays of anger.
It's
to
gotta
a
be-
goblin.
yeah. But yeah, he's gonna do a rage. I don't
Okay.
know how to do that in the sheet though.
So what does it do for you?
It just gives me a bonus to hit. and
You have advantage on
damage.
strength and saving throw. When you make a melee attack, you gain a bonus that increases shown on the rage
like a
damage
+2
column
or something
of the
at,
barbarian
at
It's
table.
first
+2.
Oh no.
Yeah,
First
it's-
level.
Oh yeah.
And you also take half piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I don't know how to like.
No. You have a so if you look here, you have a rage global damage modifier under rage damage. So if you check that box right there, and then you attack with something, it'll add your rage damage to it.
Gotcha.
You keep
Okay,
track
so
of your
it's-
numbers of rages down here as well. So you have one. You've used one. Make sense?
Yeah.
So you do a total of 12 damage to the guy in front of you. Sound good?
Yeah.
And with that, he falls. Good
Woo!
job.
And then I'm gonna immediately turn around
Okay.
and run here.
Sweet. With that, we move on to Marv.
Marv is pretty tapped for spells, so at least I'm pretty sure I am. I got 2 at first level, right?
Can you make a medicine check to stabilize
You still
her?
have your cantrips.
But that doesn't heal anything.
Well,
You can use
I think
medicine,
one of the
it'll
one of the
stabilize them, yeah.
cantrips like
Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame doesn't heal.
stabilizes someone.
I don't.
Doesn't it?
Medicine
I do
check.
have Spare the Dying.
That's what it is.
There
Yep.
you go.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yep. I was like, because I know like in 3.5 there's a cantrip that gives like 1 hit point back. I just couldn't remember
Yes.
what the equivalent
Okay.
was in 5e.
Yeah. So I come over and I go, Tim, I'll just spare.
Awesome. So with that, you can get rid of your little dot, Sarah. You're still at 0, but you no longer have to make death saving throws.
Okay.
Thoughtsy, you're next. The only guy left is the dude right in front of you.
Cool. Bet. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. No.
He's right in front of you. You don't want to do that.
Hmm?
If you Eldritch Blast someone directly in front of you, you have a disadvantage.
Oh, hell no. Let's not do
Yeah,
that.
because it's a ranged attack.
Chill Touch is ranged as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You have Acid Spray.
I do have Acid Spray. Where are you, Acid Spray?
Where is Acid Spray? I might have to add it to your sheet. You get it for being a Hoosier Medusa. It's
Oh, Poison Spray?
Poison Spray. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Awesome. 13 Constitution save I have to make. 10-foot puff.
Okay.
Look at 10-foot puff. Here goes my Constitution saving throw. What's... Oh, DC 13. Got it. Here he goes. Fails. Takes the full 9. He's almost dead, but not yet. He's going to get another turn. Anything else, Thoughtsy? Nope. Done?
I don't think so.
All right.
Sorry, I had my thing up. Yes,
Oh,
I'm
you're
done.
good. The Kenku, the only one remaining, is going to retaliate against you with his short sword. He misses. Unless your armor class is 9, it's 12. Okay, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Enwi, you are incapacitated but stable. Sneeze ward.
All right, but we're going to finish this guy off. We'll sit there and just take aim with our little goblin.
And you're
short
on the
bow and attempt
stairs, so you're higher up. Is that correct?
to- Yeah,
So you
that's
can
correct.
shoot over Krizik, no problem. Go ahead.
Oh yeah,
There it is.
21
There
and 7
you
damage to
go. With that, the
Nice.
final Kenku is killed in front of you, and now all of the man birds have been destroyed. That was a rough one, guys.
I was really starting to be like Chris.
All right,
That's
so
not
I can't
that's a
play
level
no
one
more.
Marv is
like-
gonna walk up to Thoughtsy and go, you know, as a Hexblade Warlock at first level, you get to cast Hexblade's Curse, which gives you a bonus to all of your attacks against the things that you curse. It's a bonus action. It's actually pretty easy. It's right there in the first level. It's almost like I sent you a whole picture about it the other day. Anyway,
Well.
what's going on?
Chris is like,
Tiamat
I don't know what
recommends.
all of those words mean.
I just like put my hand over Marv's mouth and just like hold it to the side.
So with that, guys, you're gonna notice you have the pile of bodies. There is a door under the staircase over here. There is the staircase where Sneezeward is. It leads up. There are a few of these crates around here. What do you think you're gonna be doing?
Guys, what are we gonna do about Ennui? I mean, is she gonna be okay?
We can try to feed her some bird people. See if she likes it. Maybe it brings her back.
Oh.
I mean, wait. Does anybody know, like, if she likes that?
Should we eat her?
No.
No, because she's not dead.
No, she's friend, not food. Remember, friend, not food.
Well, you're right. Okay.
There's like 4 bird people though. That's free game.
Yeah, that's
Free
good.
game.
No.
It's actual
No.
Yeah.
They're birds.
I'm
They're
gonna go look
basically
through.
chickens.
I'm gonna go kind of rummage through these giant chickens.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, let's
Sorry,
see.
I was very confused for a second.
I would also like to the box that was destroyed.
Okay.
I want to find a bigger piece of wood that I can use as a.
Oh, upgrade. Yeah. Yeah, you totally can find like the top of a crate
Nice.
to fashion into a
Yeah,
shield.
can we see if maybe we can maybe loot some of these bodies? Like maybe they have a healing potion on them. We can give that to Ennui if we can.
That's what I was
if we can
thinking.
dredge one up somewhere.
Let's go look through all these dead guys. Like, don't
And then
eat
if we
them.
don't find anything on these guys, maybe we can dig through like the boxes or something, and maybe somebody's got something stored away somewhere. I mean, there's all sorts of like rooms and stuff around here.
I'm sure there's something.
Maybe
somewhere.
they got something.
We just leave her right
Yeah.
here for right now and go explore and find something.
We can drag her
like
over,
pushes
like,
her like closer
could
to the
drag
box.
her.
like Weekend at
Oh,
Bernie's
yeah.
and like prop her up like sitting against the box.
But yeah, no, Krizik just goes to like the nearest box and just starts like hacking at it with his longsword. Oh, he also picks up the javelin he threw, just as a housekeeping thing. But yeah.
So
I
looking
started
through
looking through
the remains of the Kenku, you unfortunately don't see to find anything of value on them. Their bows and swords are in disrepair. You do notice that the emblem of the snake with the wings on it is on their cloaks, as well as on some of the bodies of the dead people next to you. Some of the other bodies look like they're dressed a little different, though.
Okay. Do any of the bodies on the floor, if you go through and look, do they seem like they have this distinctive sort of reddish hair, look to be like the person we're tracking?
No, you see a couple of women. There is they're all human. Looking through them, you notice that some of them, the ones that are dressed in black, have a black tattoo of a winged snake on either their neck or forearm. And then some of the other people, you notice they have a black tattoo, but this is a circle with 10 spokes radiating out of its from its center.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. We've seen that one before, I think. Okay. So, all right. Nothing on the Kanku. Nothing seems like on the bodies. I'll start exploring around the room. We'll go check this door over here.
Okay. Yeah. So none of the bodies here. It looks like whatever happened here, they've been looted already.
Okay.
You open this door. Let me see if it's locked right quick.
I've got thieves' tools if it is. So.
No, it's there are. It hangs loosely on broken hinges, so it's easy to break through. So if you, as the door opens, you hear a small noise come from the inside. Let me. You probably don't see shit yet. Hold on.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, I see
There's
it.
like cloth in the corner.
Yeah, there's
no,
a
it's
bundle
not
of
that.
cloth in there.
It's this guy.
Oh.
So you see this rather handsome man with red hair sitting in there. He looks like he was tied up, but it seems like he's gotten out of his bonds. So the ropes are kind of loose around his wrists. He looks like he's been hiding in here, and he looks at you and he screams like, "Oh no!
Tactics!
Are you Floon Blagmore?
With that, he says, "Floon, no, my name's Rainier."
Oh, never mind.
Close the door.
Wait.
Open it up.
Oh, you weren't finished.
If you're not with,
Renard?
if you're not, yes, that's me, Renard Neverember.
Oh.
Anyone in the group may make a history check that's proficient.
I'm pretty sure we learned about him last time.
Yep.
We did.
Okay.
He's the son of the unmasked Lord of Waterdeep. That's what
Yep.
I have in my notes.
The previous unmasked Lord of Waterdeep.
Yes, that seems important to know.
Yeah, they mentioned his name because they said they thought that's who we were tracking when we were asking around at the Skewer Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we found out that there's actually this redhead and then another redhead who hang out together, and they were seen leaving together.
Floon and Renard, and hopefully he can tell us a little bit about maybe where his buddy is.
Yeah, Krizik is like opening like crates and like barrels and stuff, looking for anything like that might help Ennui.
Okay. Unfortunately, you find no medical supplies of any type. It's all looks like it's just mainly just random goods and uniforms for whatever this black network is.
That's
Lord
that's useless. All right. So yeah, Krizik, upon seeing that everything is not of use to him, probably goes over and it's like, "Hey, what'd you find?"
Wrong human.
Oh, is this one handsome though? Maybe he's got a really nice reward on him too.
All right, he's like, please let me out of here.
We're searching for Floon Blackmar, and we thought you were him.
You know him?
Bolo sent us to find him. Do you know where he is? You were seen with him.
So he kind of is like steadying himself against the door frame as he comes out, and he looks around at your ragtag group and looks over and sees Ennui's Weekend at Bernie's body against the crate, and is trying to take it all in, seeing the bodies in front of him. He's like, Floon, I fear that you may not be the only one who mistook us tonight. All I remember is we were coming home from the Skewer Dragon, me and Floon. We had a bit too much to drink, I fear, and we were jumped by 5 thugs right out of Fillet Lane, and we were brought here. They were yelling at him, and then all of a sudden, there was a battle inside here. It looks like people of the Xanathar Guild have come in here, and some sort of turf war is breaking out in this area, and they must have taken him back to their hideout. So he says...
Okay, so...
Yeah.
Your princess is in another castle.
Exactly. Is what he says, yes.
Well, damn it.
Well, we've done all we can do.
He picks up...
Where's this other place?
So he walks over to the dead bodies, and he picks up a rapier, and he swings it about, and you can see he actually knows how to use it pretty well. He also picks up a dagger, and he says, the Black Network thinks that my father embezzled a large amount of gold while he was the Open Lord, and that he hid the dragons being the gold coins, somewhere in the city. They think they can find it by using an artifact called the Stone of Golar, which was in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until recently. Apparently someone stole it. The Black Network thought I knew something about all this, but I don't. My father and I haven't spoken in years.
Okay. Is there anything in it looks like there's some cloth in that room that was with him? Like, is that something we can search through? Is that like barrels or anything in there? Is that...
So he says, as you start heading there, he's like, don't know, there's nothing of value in there. It's all just rubbish. However, I was never able to search the upstairs before the battle rolled out, and I also heard some strange noises from this room, as if something moving out of place.
Oh, okay. What do you mean? Like,
moving out of place? Like, what do you mean?
Well, we killed these bird things.
I kept hearing this
noises.
I kept hearing this strange bell, and then wood splintering or being pushed out of the way.
Oh, like this? And then Krizik takes his sword and like smashes a crate.
He's like, no, not quite so violent.
Well, could you tell a direction? This is a big warehouse, dude.
I honestly couldn't. I fear fear took the better of me. I was outnumbered and I hid. You can see he is bleeding and injured. If you just look at his green stat bar, but he is. He does not seem to know.
Okay.
Okay. Well, do you know anything about healing? Our friend needs help.
I'm afraid I don't.
Dang it! All right. Well, and then Krizik starts to like search the room, kind of like not really knowing what he's looking for, but
Yeah, we should probably start searching this area. I mean, if
for
he's
like trapdoors or.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. There might be like a loading
Yeah.
door, maybe hidden beneath like a box or something, or
All
behind.
right. Choose one person to make where is it at? Hold on. Sorry, this thing keeps switching. Where are you at? Here it is. God, why can't I read this? Okay, here it is. You're going to be making a perception check as a group, so choose one person to make it, and that person will make it with advantage.
Who's got the biggest bonus?
I've got a +4.
I don't think mine's that high. Yeah, mine's just a +1.
I come up and I go, oh, Tiamat be her eyes be your eyes, and I give you guidance.
Nice.
Okay, so you want me to do it then?
So
Yeah,
you have
I
like
think-
10 eyes hoping you're 2 eyes?
Yeah, we can go with that. All right, so perception check with advantage.
With advantage plus
And a
D4.
D4.
Plus a D4.
Oh, no! Those were so
God damn it. The first two was almost a 20. I saw it like hovering on the edge.
You guys
I didn't
can't seem to
bust.
find anything, and Renair says, we should search. Oh, here comes. Okay, well, it's a total of 10.
Oh, so
And-
it's 10.
Yeah, still not enough that you find anything. Renair says, if we're going to search any more, we must hurry because I imagine the battle that happened before you arrived may have attracted the city watch.
Okay, so let's maybe check upstairs.
Yeah,
I think he
Krizik
said there was
heads
some-
upstairs.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
So, just so you guys know, there is an upstairs. It is exceptionally largely mapped out. Oh, thank you for the follow. With an H media.
H media.
With an H media.
There we go.
Dutch Bay.
Oh, cool. There you go. Appreciate it.
Nice.
So I'm just going to reveal the entire second area to you because there's no enemies in here. It's just a big warehouse. But if you are searching, it's going to be the same idea. So, Sneezewort, you can roll it again to search the upstairs.
Okay.
Oh, again, what Tiamat's eyes be your eyes, and I cast guidance on it.
It works.
Let's see if this one works out any better. I can't imagine it'd be worse. Yeah.
16.
All right. So it's 16
16
Plus
plus
a
a
plus
D4.
whatever I can roll on a D4 here. Yeah,
Ooh,
20.
there
Nice.
you go. All right,
Woohoo.
cool. So I'm just going to go from each section of here. So in the balcony, the second floor area, there's a bunch of crates. There's nothing really interesting in there except for moth-eaten bolts of cloth. There's some bottles of spoiled olive oil and hundreds of pairs of wooden-soled sandals. There's also exactly 200 nails. Nothing of value.
Yes! Nailed
Okay.
2
We can
nails.
However-
put the nails through Krizik or through Marv's shield, so that now it's spiked.
As you move towards the north, where these office areas are, this is where things get slightly more interesting. There's mainly you see a bunch of harmless rats scurrying about. They sort of run away from you. You can probably catch one to
Oh.
eat one.
Delicious.
I certainly will try.
I get like on all haunches.
So this is going to be an athletics check
Athletics check.
or acrobatics, whatever the dexterity one is.
Acrobatics.
That's acrobatics.
Yep.
All right. I can certainly give this a shot. Just normal, I assume, not at the.
Not an advantage, no.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
9. You catch one rat by the tail as it almost gets under the threshold of the next door.
Okay. All right. We'll give a quick little snap.
Ooh.
And we'll put it in the bag.
Gruesome.
All right.
It's humane.
It was.
I know. It's just... Oh, Krizik is like, oh, nice.
So you do find 2 more interesting things in the top level of this place. The first being everything in this entire office area to the north is completely like mildewed or torn or destroyed in some way. However, you find one very pristine sheet of paper that is unwritten upon, and for some reason, you just really want to take it.
I mean, yeah, I'll absolutely. Okay, fine.
Krizik has a wisdom of 8. He will definitely take the paper.
It just seems very out of place. So you find one unused piece of paper. Also,
Okay.
in the upstairs, you see bells connected by a wire that seems to move back down to the first floor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not useful.
Do these look to
won't
be
touch it.
traps or anything, or can I by looking at these things, like what they might? They're connected to the first floor. Or do they seem like if I go back downstairs and just like look up at the ceiling, are they connected by like cords or anything to like the doors, or like is it some sort of like simple burglar alarm?
So you see the wire come down through the floor of the balcony where you're at. You come back down the stairs. You see the wire continue along the wall and then go into the actual wall of the first floor, and then it seems to end.
Oh, where's it going to the wall?
It's near the top, about 2 inches from the top of the roof, directly into the wall. Make another advantage perception check there.
Okay. I've got to roll well eventually.
14, that'll do it. All right. So, knowing and following the wire that was connected to the bells, you find as you push against the door, this slab of wood moves away from you. And as you do, you hear the faint ringing of bells from upstairs, and you find a secret door.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yay.
Where's the
Chris,
secret door?
Marv. Look what we found.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Treasures.
Krizik has given up on stealth and comes like sprinting down the steps like, yeah, treasure!
The stinks where the things.
So inside this very small room is a chest.
Okay.
Did it!
Does it? Yeah. Hold on. Does it seem to be trapped?
You can check with a perception.
If only we had someone.
This one will not be an advantage, though.
I can do investigation and perception. I mean, I'm okay. Let's go with this.
Oh, that's
I'm
true,
an investigator.
Listen, Tiamat would want you to know if there was some sort of danger to this, and I cast guidance.
I'm liking this. I might convert.
It seems to have an immediate effect.
I'm trying to decide if Tiamat in reality would care about you being hurt or would find it funny if you got hurt.
He saved your life tonight.
That's true. He's not wrong. So go ahead, Sneezewort, make your perception check again.
Okay.
To check the chest for traps.
All right. Normal roll or advantage?
This is just normal roll now.
Normal roll. All right.
Yeah, with guidance.
With guidance. Okay, I'll roll a D4, and that's going to.
Ooh,
give
thanks
me
very much for the subscription there with an H Media. Hey, I said it right the first time.
Okay, that is a total for 18 for perception check.
Oh, fantastic. You notice that not only is there nothing that appears to be trapped in here, the wire only was triggering the bells upstairs. It looks like this crate isn't even locked.
Okay, then I am going to go ahead
That's good because
and.
you don't have any more lockpicks to wake
Yeah. Oh no, he has thieves' tools.
I have these tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm prepared for this. I keep prepared. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to carefully open this thing up.
All right.
It's a mimic.
Oh, how asshole! And the campaign is over, everybody. Hope you enjoy.
Krizik is like leaning over your shoulder, like, "What's in it? What's in it?"
So inside this crate that you open up, you find 4 wood-framed paintings wrapped in leather. They appear to be all cityscapes. Without taking them out and investigating them, you won't be able to determine which cities they are portraying. But you do know that there are areas.
I'm not an art critic, so what do I care?
Okay, cool. Well, it's probably worth money.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second
All
crate, the same crate, I read wrong one. You see 15 10-pound silver trade bars.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay.
That's a lot.
So this amount of money in this crate would be worth, oh my goodness, 500 gold pieces total. It is big and heavy, but for you guys, that is huge. Now,
Yeah.
just as you hear an excited squeak coming out of the goblins to the north, I'm going to say, Thoughtsy, you hear the stomping of boots heading through the yard to the south.
Okay.
Hey guys.
We're going to like pile out of this room.
Krizik is like dragging the crate.
Leave it for right now. Shut the door.
But all right, fine. And he closes the door.
All right, the door is shut. Reynard sees what you've done. He kind of moves away from the dead bodies and heads towards where Enwi was, and just he sort of looks over to make sure that she's not bleeding or in any danger. And just at this time, the guards come in. Now I'm going to show you the same picture of the guards that I showed you before, but just so you know, Sneezewort, this is not the same captain that you spoke to previously. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the City Watch, they come in, and they hold on, let me find that section. The City Watch bursts in, leading about a dozen other soldiers into the warehouse. He looks around. It's this tall male human, and he's like, "All right, what's going on around here?" The other workers are looking towards the bodies and just sort of figuring all that stuff out.
They all died, and then those chickens attacked us. They killed my friend.
So
Krizik runs over and it's like, Mark, don't tell them anything.
No, okay, so look, all right, I'm Sneezewort Gurgleguts. You know me, I'm a friend of Janelle Steelshield. I'm an investigator here in the city, so we were investigating a disappearance of, this human over there.
And you're going to point at Renard.
Mm-hmm.
And his friend, Floon. And we tracked him to this warehouse. And we heard, there were these bird things in here, right? And they killed a whole bunch of people. So we burst in, and we killed them too, and we rescued the Lord Neverember here, his son.
So as soon as you mention or gesture to Renair and say his name, the captain interrupts you and says, "You're Neverember's son." And he says, "Yes, Captain, that's right. And I do have to say, these small, strange creatures have saved me. It is true. They came just in time. I thought I was a dead man. What with the Black Network and the Xanathar Guild battling each other for control of the dock ward."
Not the Zentarum, Chris.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting them mixed up.
It was bound to happen eventually.
I know.
I know.
So many zzz. So the
Don't you know if you use an X or a Z, you're evil?
the captain introduces himself as Hiestus Stage. I'm going to say he's French. Stage.
What?
Hiestus Stage. That sounds like a random group of letters. We're going to call him Captain Stage, just to keep things easy. Or Staget. I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's very much not how I spelled it. Okay.
It's Staget.
Okay, gotcha.
E.T.
And he says, "We heard suspicious activity coming. Was reported down here in this section of the dock wards, and I'm sad to see it's another violent interaction between these two gangs." He says, he looks over to one of the other soldiers and he says, "Make sure she's okay." The guard goes up to you, feeds Ennui some sort of potion. Ennui, you come back up with 5 hit points.
Woo!
Thanks.
Don't mention it. And then Reynard takes the front. He says, "Now, Captain Stage, I do want to mention that my friends, they were robbed, and their crate of goods was taken by the Black Network, and as you can see, they have them over here in their little cubby." And with that, he walks over to the door, pops it open, and he says, "Please allow us to take our goods and be on our way." He kind of looks at you like, can you help?
Yeah,
we got it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
Right.
that's our stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go help them.
I'm glad you found it. I was missing that stuff.
Krizik is gonna try to lift it up by himself and just carry it on his shoulder. Yep, this is ours. We're gonna be leaving now.
With that, as you all awkwardly group together to carry this exceptionally heavy crate, Captain Stage says, "It looks like an awful lot for this small group to be carrying." And
there were more of us before. They were bigger.
Renair goes over to Staget and says, well, Captain, your armor's looking a little rusty here. Take this. And he hands him a small patch of coins. He says, go see my blacksmith. He'll fix you right up. And with that, he's like, okay, you guys go on and get out of here. We'll take care of it from here.
Yeah.
And with that, Renair looks at you and he's like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Krizik turns to Ennui and is like, hey, you okay?
Yeah. She kind of looks around and she's like noticing that all the bird people are gone, and it's just like, it seems like you handled it.
I mean, it was pretty tough, but I think we managed it.
Okay, need help with that.
So-
help you carry the thing, because I'm seeing like Krizik like tilting over, like trying to carry it.
Krizik is trying really hard to make it look impressive, but he's like really struggling. This is a heavy crate.
Yeah.
So with that, you guys make it back to the yawning portal, somehow dragging this crate all the way up to the end of the district.
How many blocks is that?
It is a lot. It is a
What
lot.
did
There's
you say,
many
Chris?
breaks.
It was like Collie Avenue or something?
Yeah, it's like walking all of Ghent with this like huge crate full of stuff. You finally make it back. Renair not helping you carry anything, but still leading the way. He's like, "Come on!" And as you get in there, you see Volo sitting in the yawning portal. It's the drinking crowd time now, and he's like, "Oh, you found!" And he looks and sees Renair instead of Flu, and he says, "Oh no, I'm afraid you found the wrong one." And
No, we know.
we
We have a
know.
lead on we have a lead on where your actual friend went or got taken to.
Renair says, "Yes, Volo, I'm sorry. It seems that the Xanathars have gotten me and Floon mixed up, and I fear that they've taken them to their hideout. These brave adventurers did save me. They told me you sent them." And he's like, "Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah. It looks like you didn't come back empty-handed either with this giant crate." And
Oh yeah, it was our stuff for the band.
with that, Renair says, "Oh, I assume our regular room is ready." He says over to Vernon, and he's like, "Of course, Master Neverember. Right back this way, and I'll take your crate for you." And the two of them together bring the crate into one of the back in rooms, and he looks at you and says, "Don't worry, it'll be safe there." And now we must decide how we're going to be saving Floon from the Xanathars. And with that, everybody, we're going to take just a quick little 10-minute break. We'll be back very soon, and hopefully we won't all die. See you soon.
Hopefully.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for checking out our Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign. And we are just rescued someone from the Black Network. However, unfortunately, it was the wrong guy. So the characters have reconvened at the Yawning Portal and are going to decide how they're going to find Floon. But they have gained an ally in Renair Neverember, and he says he will come with you to search for Floon, feeling partial responsible for what happened. So you have gained an ally. Da, 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 da.
Woo.
He suggests that...
Is he more than one hit point now?
He is. In fact, talking to it being so late, talking to Volo, he suggests that maybe you stay the night and then start first thing at morning's light, even though that's not the best for Marv. At that point, you'll be, if you do it that way, I'll give you all a long rest.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Way
Never
more
forget.
important.
Yes.
We're all discussing this, and Bonnie brings over ice cream for Ennui because she hears that she dropped twice and was like, "Oh, you'll get better at this, sweetie."
It's a 2-pint kind of day.
Ice cream.
I saved everyone's
You
life
only get
with
half
my
a bowl of
ice cream.
ice cream?
Okay, I have a bowl.
I know.
of ice cream.
She's like, I know. Ennui's like, "Here, you can.
Yeah.
Do you want to share?"
All right, so the beer for today, I found, actually my mom found this for me. It's called Ain't Nothing But a G Thing Hazy Pale Ale, and she got it because this is what the back says. It says, Gerald G. Bigelow was so much more than a coworker. He was our friend, our brother, and our dungeon master. With a smile that stretched from coast to coast and a laugh that could be heard faraway lands, his love for life was unmatched. We paid tribute the only way we know how, by brewing a beer that's as amazing as he was. So unfortunately, I guess this guy passed away, but he was a dungeon master. It's nice of the brewery to make a beer after him.
Yes.
Yeah, cheers. I feel like these guys might want to kill me after we get through this one with how brutal it's been.
I don't know. Are we gonna get the chance to buy health potions first?
No. You have no way that you can't go to Zoblob's. He don't like you.
That's the only place
Maybe
that we
he'll
can
give
buy
us
health
No, there's other places
potions.
too.
Ugh.
But right now, you have all these trade bars, but you haven't transferred them into anything spendable yet.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of weird to come in with this big boom. It's like going to a 7-Eleven and dropping a gold bar.
How much does this get us?
With that,
Critic season is like 1 bar is 1 silver. Got it.
Oh gosh.
Floon suggests that you guys head back to the dock ward and maybe ask around. Maybe some of the locals. They can be kind of skittish of the guard, but if he's like, and of the nobility, because he is dressed rather nicely. But if you talk to them, maybe you'll be able to persuade them to give you some hints as to where we may look.
So we've had a long rest, though, right?
Correct. All your hit points and spell slots have returned.
All 8 of them.
All right. Yeah. Let's try to figure out what we can about. I'm sure somebody. Probably there's eyes all over this city. I'm sure somebody saw him being taken.
Sure.
Yes.
So
a
Sounds
lot
good
of
to
people
me.
have eyes. That's true.
you walk through the streets of the dock ward. The sunlight is sort of messing with Marv's perception as he has to kind of move to the far outskirts of each part of the street to stay in the shade as much as he can. You do notice that there are quite a few people going about their day. There's people bringing goods from one place to another. There are people selling seafood, shipwrights that come in, and people doing work on boats. To just sort of speed this along a little bit, we're going to just have a group investigation check to see what you guys get from the surroundings. So we're going to do it the same way. You choose anyone in your group to roll the investigation check, and you can do it. That person can do it at advantage since it's the whole group doing this.
Okay. I have nothing in investigation, so it should not be me.
I have a +4.
Yeah, I think yours is probably the best, Sarah, quite honestly. Mine's a
Yeah.
+3, but I think you've got
I'm
me.
a +3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So advantage.
Correct.
Tiamat would want you to find this.
And guidance.
And
Get
guidance.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nice.
All right.
Total?
Hold on. I'm doing the D4.
Sorry about that. 15, 16, right?
Ooh, 16.
All right, nice. So, going in here, and obviously not members of the guard or of the nobility, you kind of the people tend to open up to you more. And when you mention things about trying to deal with the problem of the Xanathar Guild and the Black Network, they seem a little more open. So they bring you in, and in hushed tones, a shopkeeper says, "Well, I know that they come from the sewers below Waterdeep. There is a hatch behind my shop that you can use to enter the sewers. It is dangerous, though. You'll know you're on the right path if you find their symbol." And in the air in front of her, she draws the circle with the 10 spokes poking out of it. So she just sort of shows you that that's the symbol she's talking about.
Okay, path is marked.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then, going behind the store where you're at, you do notice that there is a hatch that seems to lead into the sewers under the city.
All right, let's go, guys. This will be fun.
Yeah, this will do it. Sewers. This is gonna be great. There's all sorts of stuff to eat down there.
No.
We just had breakfast, Sneezewort. Come on.
We had first breakfast, but not second.
All right, fair. Krizik checks the position of the sun. He's like, yeah, okay, that's fair.
I just walked a lot of blocks.
While they're discussing the merits of whether it's early or late enough for first or second breakfast, I am going to be going and looking at the hatch and making sure it's not trapped, because Ennui's like, let me not screw this up two times in a row.
Okay.
Krizik, like Sneezeworth's gonna take Krizik and put his hands on his shoulder. He's like, Krizik, look at me in the eyes.
Okay.
You can't spell breakfast without rat.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's cool.
There doesn't appear to be anything attached to the manhole in the ground, although it looks like it would be kind of rough to open. Anyone who would like to lift it would need to make a strength check.
Oh, Krizik is definitely gonna go for that.
Let's do it, Krizik.
I'll try with my -2. Oh, no? Okay.
No.
How do I roll a? It's not a saving
Why did
throw.
I put
it's
my
just a
divine
strength
favor
check.
up there?
It's just a check. If you click just the
There it is.
yeah.
Click the word.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a while to find it the first time I
There you
looked
go.
for it too.
With that,
15.
you just in one fell swoop lift up the manhole, toss it to the side with a clang, and Renair looks over to you. He's like, "You're a lot stronger than you look, little one." And
He, like,
you see this
flexes.
as soon as it's opened. People that aren't used to being below ground just have this wave of stench just comes out of the ground. To the goblins, it's not so bad, and Damar probably likes it
Yeah.
too.
I mean, it's not the best smell in the world, but you know what? It reminds me of home.
So
It's the smell equivalent of our music.
Ennui takes like some sort of fabric or something, on her robe, like some extra piece, and just kind of ties it around her nose.
I'm like, shit,
Like,
that's a good
Oh,
idea.
it hides your face. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Actually, you know what? That's exactly what it is. I had something to hide my face.
I like
That
it.
is precisely what it is.
Quarantine
Yes.
mask.
Renair takes out a silk handkerchief and ties it around his face too. And
Oh, I
as-
didn't know he was coming with us. That's
He
awesome.
we
doesn't
pick up
have
a-
to.
yeah.
He said he would do it, and no one said anything against it.
Please do.
Please do.
He's pretty. He can stay.
All right. As he's crawling down, you hear him muttering. He's like, "I just got these boots cleaned." As you head into the stream
Yeah,
below.
Krizik like offers a hand down to everybody else first. That way he can like put the grate back on when he drops down.
So he slides it back Ninja Turtle style and claws down the rest of the way.
Yep.
As he gets to the bottom, you see that he has a bundle in his hand, also his sword and dagger. He opens the bundle and out he takes a torch, and he lights it on a piece of flint and steel, which illuminates the cavern he's in. And some of you pull back from it. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my goblin friends, but not all of us can see in the dark like you can."
Oh, that's whack. All right, let's go.
Terrible. I'm gonna keep my eyes out for like a possum or a raccoon or anything.
Rats
like
are
that.
prevalent here, and they're the big
Just
ones.
Rats. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I want to go after a big one.
Oh, cool. All right, you're gonna make a dexterity check.
All right. Tiamat would want me to eat this.
Yep.
So guide myself and make an acrobatics check. With a D4.
What are we at? Are we over 10?
11.
All right. You manage to catch one rat by the tail, and you grab it, and it sort of wiggles in your hand. But it's a big one. Like, it definitely does pretty well down here. So it's actually kind of weighty on the end of the tail there.
Nice.
Sneezewort, you are slightly intimidated by the size of said rat because it's much larger than the one you found earlier.
I got one too.
I don't know. I haven't been hunting down here before. It's amazing.
Seeing you guys eating the rats, Rainier seems a little disturbed. He's like, perhaps I should scout ahead. And he
If
moves.
you don't eat them now, someone else will.
We've had this discussion before, and just let them do their thing. I'll help scout with you. I've got dark vision as well.
That'll come in handy.
Krizik sees that they're going ahead and is like, wait for me, I'm coming.
Splashing through.
Yeah.
All right. For the rat debacle, you guys have one inspiration. A putrid
I think
stream.
Rat ought to be a good single as well for us.
Right.
That would, yeah. A putrid stream flows along the sewer tunnel, which leads in two directions. In one direction, you see a tiny symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk, a palm-sized circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating out from its circumference.
Okay, yep. That's
That was a lot of math
That's
words.
right.
That's the one we're supposed to follow.
We see
little
the
symbol.
circle symbol with like the 10 spokes.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of people drop their chocolates down here.
Yeah.
No.
How do you know
Those are
chocolates are Marv?
chocolates. Those are
Oh,
chocolates.
someone came through with some once. We killed like 50 people that I know, but they had these little sweet nuggets. Those are pretty good.
Sweet nuggets. That's definitely a single.
Yeah.
After about an
Yeah,
hour.
Marv, you're gonna notice if you try to eat one of those, they look the same, but they're not the same. It's not gonna taste.
They don't smell like chocolate.
The taste is different. The texture is different. Totally different recipe.
Oh,
The diseases are different.
I won't eat this one then.
This goes on for about an hour as you're walking down this long putrid tunnel with this stream going by full of chocolate, as Marv has pointed out. And Renair is just muttering to himself, "Is like, if I had known the next day I'd be crawling through the sewers after this man, I would question whether it was worth it." And he says, "Oh, the things we do for love." And he starts moving further ahead of the group, but that's when he puts a hand and he stops everyone for something. He's like, "There's something ahead."
Do we see anything? Or?
Yeah, do we see anything?
With your
Freeze
dark vision,
yourself
you
up.
do see it looks like a floating circular orb shape, sort of like moving around ahead of you. I'm going to switch our maps really quick. You'll just see a black screen for a minute. I hope.
Oh, that's what it looks like?
Yeah, it's just all dark. That's what it looks like to
No.
Renair without the torch. All right, so let
See my
me
hand in front of my face.
reveal this long.
Oh, look, there was a
ass-
reason all these places were marked. It's a trap.
Ugh.
Yeah, we didn't check for traps before we came down here, I guess.
No, I
Well, we
checked.
did.
No,
We did.
You guys
We
were
did.
arguing about
At the
second
hatch.
breakfast, and I checked
Yeah.
to make sure that we didn't.
If you would
like,
please
think-
take your tokens and place them on this end of the large ass tunnel, that would be great.
Which
You have
end?
to go single file.
Here we go. Is it the left side or the right side?
The
Yeah, we can't see
right,
where
right side. Sorry. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Sorry. The right side. Why would there be any reason why I'd like to ping on the DM layer? What would there be any reason for that?
All right.
Well, it's so you can remind yourself. I don't know.
Where my mouse is? Is that what it is? All right, let me find.
Highlight.
Renair.
What the hell's happening?
NPC.
I think
No! Grab
Rainier
Mom.
and I
What's
think
going on?
Ennui are going
You grab.
first,
You
so
got to
I
grab
think
Yes.
the.
behind
You got to
them.
grab the
Okay.
text, not the little three
That's
line.
what I'm trying to do, but it keeps like highlighting everything. Okay, there it goes. Alright.
All right, let me give him his HUP. I'm just making Renair for you guys. NPCAC. NPC, you piece of There we go. We love Roll20. Thank you. Let's
Tonight's
see.
episode is sponsored by Chicken Fingers.
And is this the order we're in? Oh, Thoughtsy, you're at
Yes.
full health. All right. So moving down the tunnel, you hear Renair call you to stop, and you look and see this figure ahead of you. What are you thinking of doing?
What can we
Unless
tell
someone
about the-
stops him, Krizik will try to approach the figure.
Yeah, what,
Well,
do
it's
we know
single
where this
file,
thing
so you have to
is?
get past us first. But so I kind of just put my arm out just to be
Yeah.
like, hold on a sec.
So even with your dark vision, you can't quite make out the details from this distance. It's far
Okay.
ahead of you.
Is it like glowing?
It's
or...
not glowing. You just see the shape in sort of a grayscale pattern ahead of you. It is about, let me see here, at least 50 feet in front of Renair.
Okay.
Okay.
With my stealth, can I try to get a little bit closer?
Sure.
Okay.
So go
I
ahead
don't
and
know-
roll a stealth check and move your movement forward.
Okay. Okay, so it's 15.
Okay. And then move up to your maximum movement. Remember, they are rough terrain, people's in front of you.
Right. Okay, so I can move because you said it was 50 feet in front. So I think that
The
was
water is
around-
shallow enough that the water is not rough
Yeah,
terrain.
but he is.
But people
So
are, yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25. I can go 30. So I've still got 20 feet between me and whatever it is.
Sure. All right. Where is he at? As you start moving further through the tunnel, you can see ahead. Now that you've moved that far, I'm going to reveal just a little bit more. Let me see if I can do this without messing up everything. Okay, that should be good there. All right. You come across you see a three-way intersection where there's a ladder that leads up to a stone shaft capped by a circular metal cover at the top. There's more of those familiar chalk symbols marked on the walls nearby, but floating near the symbol is a spherical, grapefruit-sized creature. It has a bulging central eye
No.
and 4 stumpy eye stalks.
Level 1.
Just as you, begin to look closer at it, it spots you, and all of its eye sockets move towards you, and it moves to attack, baring its teeth. This creature is very small. It is a tiny creature, so it's the size of a grapefruit. But it roars and darts towards you. So it did not get to surprise you, but you guys all have to roll initiative.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm like, hey guys, I don't know what the hell this is, but
Not very
Yeah.
good. Not as good as the last time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Oh, I
Better
didn't.
than last
There it
time.
is.
I forgot to click my character.
Oh, but you have to do
You have to click your character and then roll initiative.
in turn order, right?
No,
No,
you
you
select
click
your
on your
token.
token.
Oh, my token.
Can I keep my score? Because I've rolled well.
Nope, you gotta roll it again. That's the new rule, because we gotta learn how to
Yep.
use this.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Because last
Ooh, okay.
encounter I rolled a 4, but then the second time I did it, I rolled a 21, and I had to keep the 4.
God damn it.
I'll roll for Renair.
It sucks.
He got a 5. Okay. And with that, Thoughtsy, you get to go first.
Oh, goody.
Nice.
Well, how am I going to get past everybody?
You can walk through friendly squares, but it
Yeah,
counts
it's
as rough
10.
terrain. So it counts. So
Okay.
instead of moving 5, you move 10.
You can just move like right here. I mean, you can get
Yeah.
that. 30 is just a regular movement for you.
Yeah.
So, if I cast a spell though, it has to. Will it? Like if I cast Eldritch Blast, is it gonna hit? What's the save too?
Well, Ennui is in front of you.
That's on Lee. If I hit Eldritch Blast, it'll hit on Lee, right?
I'm gonna say only if you fail by a large margin will it hit her. But it's possible.
Oh boy.
It's possible. What would you like to do?
Henri, how you feeling?
I mean, I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. I'm doing better.
Can
You
I
doing it?
call back to the party and be like, "Is this okay?"
Go
You gotta
for
make your
it.
decision.
All right.
Yeah.
Your range is 50.
It's gonna
Eldritch
attack
Blast
me either
is in
way.
range.
So.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast isn't that 120?
I have no idea. Awesome. Then you're good. You're golden.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast, you should be absolutely fine.
Oh, with a crit, you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit
Oh,
Ennui.
no.
Yeah, I have to do it. Ennui, you take 5 force damage.
Wait, hang on a second before we do that.
Oh
we do
yeah,
have
I haven't
a-
resolved it. You do have an inspiration.
Yes,
Inspiration,
use
we're
the
gonna do that.
inspiration.
All right, it's
I'm gonna use
gone.
inspiration.
Let's say, are we going for a
Yeah.
record of how many times I can drop in one
Yeah,
game?
no.
Because,
No,
you know,
no, we're
if
not.
we're gonna do
Try
this,
this
we're
again.
gonna go all 4. So
All right,
the
so I do it
inspiration.
again, or
Yeah.
You just roll, like
Yeah,
that
we
one
can.
didn't count. We try again. One more time.
okay.
An 8 is not gonna hit it, but it is not low enough to hit Ennui, so it just goes wide.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
With that, we move on to Sneezewort.
Okay. Let's see. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is there any chance I can like scramble up on top of Renar here and like loose off an arrow from his shoulders? Because he is tall and I can't get over him, unfortunately.
You can crawl. Don't you have like the move like a little goblin guy? Isn't that one of your things or no?
You know, let me see if I think you can move through someone's space.
Yeah, if they're
let me
taller
actually
than you,
check that.
and they don't count as.
We've got nimble escape.
No, that's
yeah,
not
I
it.
know that,
So-
but
No, it must be something else I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
There's another creature
yeah.
that can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're just going to be rough terrain. If you jump on his shoulders and shoot, you'll have the height advantage, but since he's not expecting it, I'm going to give you disadvantage. Because he'll probably start thrashing.
Yeah.
yeah, little goblin starts
I
scrambling
would.
up his back. Okay. Oh shoot. Well, then in that case, I guess we're going to. And we can't. Probably. There's no way. There's no walkway on the side or anything. It's just a little
very
central
narrow.
trough.
Very narrow.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Awkward narrowness.
Yeah. All right. That's as far up as I can go then.
You can ready an action or you can dodge.
Yeah, I guess we'll just take the dodge action at this point.
All right. Are you going to move and dodge, or?
Well, let's see. Yeah, because we can double move and then dodge, I guess.
You can't. Dashing. Double moving is dashing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You can move your full 30 or 25 or whatever it is, and then dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is as far up as I can get though, without because if I move 25 and 30, I end up in Renar's square.
Okay. Yeah, then you
So
can't.
I'm just gonna stay here.
All right. If you're dodging, just go ahead and put a token. Remember that. I usually use the ninja. Krizik, you're next.
Well, just moving my regular movement speed puts me literally on top of Thoughtsy.
Then you can't move forward.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and dash.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold on. 30.
It looks like that might be a halfling thing where they can move to an enemy space if the enemy is medium or larger.
That's what it was.
40. Okay,
Feels
so I
like
can
something
get
somebody
right
watched Lord of
here.
the Rings and went, we can add this in.
Awesome. Good call.
Right?
All right.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
that's
can
your
get
dash.
there, and is there? I know I can't like. Oh wait, no. If I take the hide action as a bonus action,
You can't. There's nowhere to hide. This area is so narrow, and you've just moved to the front of the line, so you don't really have the option to hide.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, would Krizik be able to like press himself up against the wall because he's so small?
It's very narrow.
Yeah,
Like lay on your
okay.
stomach in the water.
Or something like that. Yeah, or at least like crouch
if
down.
you had not moved to the very front of the line, I'd say it would be okay to hide probably in some way behind someone. But moving up to the front, I mean, I just don't really see it.
I could go back and like right here behind on
The thing is, you're the tank, and the
I know.
squishiest member of the party.
I
The
know.
squishiest.
No, no. Krizik's just gonna run straight to the front.
That works. Marv's up.
Well, there's not really much I can do. So
Yeah, it's a tight
I'm gonna
space.
come to right here and dodge, I guess.
Okay. Oh, you don't need to roll stealth unless I'm looking for you. But just remember your
Dodge. I didn't
dodge. Got it.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's it.
Okay. And you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to use my short bow.
Okay.
So,
That's not gonna hit.
Aw.
that.
Any movement?
I'm thinking if I move back, I'm going to end up being in everybody's way as I try to move forward. Maybe I can just move one square back, and then that way there's gaps in between.
Okay.
I think that's the best I can do
Yeah.
because
Not a problem.
There's
Yeah, because then at least people can get like on either side of you.
yeah.
The gazer is gonna move up one square, and he's gonna use his eye stalks. Now, the eye stalks are gonna be randomized.
Okay.
I shoot 2 of them, so I'm gonna roll 2d4. There's one, and here's the other. I have to roll 2 different ones, a 2 and a 4. So the first thing he shoots, he shoots one of the rays of his eyeball directly at you, Krizik, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. That's very not good. Okay.
Oh, good. Awesome! All right, so you feel this crippling fear enter your body, but just being so pissed off with what's going on, you are able to just push it away. Now, the next one is you feel your body begin to grow a little weightless. You need to roll a strength saving throw.
Oh. Listen, if I roll well on the will save, but
Not this one.
but terrible on the strength, I'm gonna be upset.
Oh.
Oh, you did!
God damn it!
He flings you, and we manages to duck right as you fly over, and you splash right there into that area. You take no damage, though.
Okay, I was so concentrated on not being
it was
afraid.
so random. Rainier's up. Rainier's going to try and move up. His speed's 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess he'll dash. Never fear. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 35, 40. That's 40 there.
Say how squishy your feet.
45, 50, 55. He runs right up. But that's his entire turn. Thoughtsy. He is unfortunately directly in your way of Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
But you don't really know him too well.
Don't hurt him. He's pretty. Wait,
I was saying, how does Thoughtsy feel about romance? Because he did mention the things you do for love going through all of this. So
Yeah, he did, and I really want to reunite them, so I don't want to kill him, because I'm a real big softie, and my other side just wants to see them fuck. But, like, I'm a real big softie.
oh my god, that's amazing.
We haven't really brought in my imaginary friend yet,
true.
but she's coming. Yeah. So I'm like, shit. I can't do anything, you guys. Everything I do will hit him. And I just ready.
Wait, can she hold an action until she has a clear shot?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, can I ready Eldritch Blast so when he moves out of the way I can go?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
basically-
if you have a clear shot
yeah.
to the gazer before your next turn, you can shoot an Eldritch Blast. That's your trigger. Cool.
Beautiful.
Awesome. Sneezewort.
All right. If Sneezewort runs up on top of Thoughtsy, she's gonna probably freak out too, right?
I don't
Little
know.
Scrabbling claws like up her back.
More than
Can
likely.
you like give them a warning that you're coming?
I can hear him splashing. How about that?
Okay, yeah. I'm like Thoughtsy. I'm trying to think of a clever name for this. I'm like
The maneuver of lifting him up to shoot.
yeah, like Thougtsy, mobile turret, and I start like scrambling up like your little backpack or something, and I'm like stand on top of your shoulders and just like try to like use you as like a mobile shooting platform.
Here's how this is gonna work.
We've practiced.
You got to make Thoughtsy is going to have to make a strength check. You can use athletics if you have it. The DC is going to be 12. If she fails, you can still shoot, but at disadvantage because she's kind of wobbling.
You said strength.
The
or
wobbling
dexterity?
goblin.
The wobble goblin.
Strength
Yeah.
or
Strength.
athletics?
If you have athletics, you can use that instead.
Wobbling goblins, what I actually used to call my my old truck, because it would shake if you got above
They're
like
the
a certain
same.
speed limit. That I.
What's up, Yellow Devil? Thanks for watching. Oh, look at you!
Hey,
Awesome with that
nice.
18. Yeah, so you like press your arms against the walls of the sewer as you get up, and you start.
That's at a -1, you guys. I was panicking.
All right, Sneezewort, you have a clean shot. Even though Renee's there, this is just too cool. Go ahead and do it.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I'm 3 feet 9 inches tall. Thoughtsy's probably average human size. I mean, yeah. This,
You'll only hit Renier if you crit.
I didn't crit. I
Nope,
got a
9's not
9.
enough though, unfortunately. So unfortunately, your arrows go
alright.
wide. I'm going to say
Alrighty.
you dismount and you're in the space you're in now.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
And then
Level one.
you're no longer a ninja.
Yep. Okay.
Krizik.
Oh god. Oh no. Hold on. Okay. I think I can get there with a dash. So I'm gonna go ahead and dash. And I'm gonna get here on the other side of
Okay,
the gazer.
that works.
And when he passes by Ennui and Rainier, he like does like a kick off the wall to get around them.
Nice parkour style, like running around.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so you've made it to the other side, no problem. With
Yep,
that,
and he's got his like long sword out and he's like yelling the whole way.
Marv, you're up. Oh, thanks, Moxbomb. I don't have the super roll 20 option, so I unfortunately do not have access to the API.
I guess I'll make my movement, which should put me right there in front of Thoughtsy, and then I'll dodge. Dodge?
Dodge, that works for me. Ennui, you're next.
Okay. If I use all my movement, I get right up on his spot, so that's not gonna work. I can at least move somewhat up some out of people's way, but I'm not gonna be able to. I'll just do the
Yeah, I also have to do the dodge action because I'm not going to have a clear shot.
That works for me. Gazer's next. He is going to shoot one beam at Renair and then one beam at Krizik. The one at Renair that he's shooting.
Oh dang it! I forgot to rage as my bonus action.
Oops.
Sorry.
Is number one against. All right. He has to roll a wisdom saving throw. Renair. Here he goes.
Okay.
He fails.
Oh no.
You see him sort of like his rapier goes slump, and he hunches his head over, and you see he's sort of like slowly moving it, like moving back and forth in place. He doesn't seem to be completely incoherent of his own actions. Krizik, you're being attacked, or this is your thingy. I can't roll another one. I got a 2. You got to make your wisdom save again.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh,
Look at that. You're good.
Okay.
You're
All
good.
right. I'll take it.
All right. With that, I lost my turn order. Renair's next. Ennui, you see him moving towards you, not really in control of his own actions, and he clumsily swings his sword at you.
Oh no.
He
I
has-
took dodge,
Yep,
so disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me get him up. Oh, here he goes. Let's see. He 12. Oh, I didn't do disadvantage. Sorry, that didn't count. Did a 12 miss you?
12 misses me.
All right, we'll just say he misses then. With that, we move on to Thoughtsy. Renair seems to be attacking Ennui for some reason.
Well, that's not cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and go... I can go how many feet now?
Where are you? 5, 10, 15,
5'10".
5, 10, 15, 20,
Right
25. Yeah, you can
here.
get right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Which means he's within 30 feet, so I'm going to Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish
No,
That's
Rebuke.
only if the creature
No,
damages you.
Hexblade Curse. Wrong one.
Hexblade Curse. You just need to see him, right?
Right, I have to be within 30 feet of me.
Perfect. Does he get a save on that or nah?
No.
No, he's just cursed.
Until the curse ends, I gain a bonus to damage rolls against cursed target.
All right. He's been marked.
Yeah.
He has this weird purple glow going around him. Is that your action? Or, yeah?
That's a bonus action.
Oh. What's
Yeah,
next?
so thank you. So now I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast.
Okay, you have 2 people in your way.
Fuck.
You can try, but you know how it went that one time, and you ain't got no inspiration.
Exactly.
I mean, Rainier is attacking Ennui, and we like Ennui better, so.
That's not wrong.
Does it do anything if I took dodge? That
It does.
like,
It does.
Okay.
So, Kenzie, you can attack
Okay.
the gazer if you want, and depending on how you roll, I'll tell you what happens.
Okay, so to do Hexblade Curse, so I need to click that and then click Eldritch Blast.
Let me look.
I think there's a little checkbox. Isn't there? Is it under global damage modifier?
No, you
Or
don't
something
have one
else?
for some reason. I might have to make it for you.
Okay. I'll just go ahead
So
and-
your hit points equal. Okay. When you hit, bonus to damage rolls against her. Okay, so don't worry. When you the only thing for attack right now is if you roll a 19 or 20, it's a crit.
Okay. So... Spells, Eldritch Blast. Let's see.
All right, so 10. 10 unfortunately is not going to hit it, but it's not low enough that you hit either Ennui or Renar. You just miss.
Okay.
Sneeze Wart.
All right. Let's see. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Again, it puts me right behind Thoughtsy, but nothing much I can do from there, so we'll just take the hide action.
That works. Or dodge or hide. Hide.
Dodge, yeah, I'm sorry. yeah,
Either
yeah,
one.
hide. Yeah, I'm sorry, because it's...
Krizik, you're up.
Alright, Krizik screams with rage and is going to attack with the longsword two-handed.
Okay. 16 hits, so 7 damage total. Is that correct?
Yes.
That works. boom! As you you hit it with your sword, it bumps off against the side of the tunnel and comes back in like a tennis ball. Marv, you're next. Unless Krizik, you don't have another attack yet. No.
No.
All right, Marv's up.
I'll just keep slowly but surely inching the body forward. This is very fun battle for me. And I'll dodge.
And we.
Okay. I presume the mindset is, since Ennui was standing right there, that once this little tennis ball fucker is taken out, then the charm on this guy will be gone. So I'm gonna risk the opportunity attack, and I'm gonna move past him to get at the gazer.
Okay, nothing happens.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going to use my short sword and sneak attack.
Ooh, very nice.
Yes. Also, I'm pretty sure you don't provoke an attack of opportunity from Rainier because you haven't left adjacency.
Right.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the damage?
So,
If you just click on short sword, it should, and you have your checkbox for sneak attack.
yes.
7 damage. 7 damage is enough. As you come in,
Nice.
it looks towards you, rotates in the air, and you stab it directly in its central eye. Oops, I healed it.
Don't do that.
With that, it plops into the ground with a sickening splash, and it is destroyed. Krizik,
just
right?
kick it a little further just to.
Yeah.
Krizik, directly behind you. We're out of initiative now.
Okay.
Directly behind you, you hear some voices, and you are hearing the sound of goblin speak, and you hear,
Oh.
what was that? What's going on over there? And then you hear from across the central area, it's probably that gazer eating rats again. No, just go back to sleep.
Ooh. Yeah, Krizik would like turn back to everyone else. He would shoot like Ennui like a quick thumbs up and then like motion for everybody to be quiet.
Okay. So let me just make this a little larger for you. I can just see this area here. Let me see if I can clear it for you. All right. There we are.
And then Krizik would. So, can you tell me like where specifically those gang signs are marked?
So they were marked around different areas of the tunnel as you're walking down here.
Okay.
As you come through here, you see the following. This central thing. Oh, sorry, my ping's on the wrong layer. This central thing is the shaft that goes straight up by the ladder to another manhole. There is a layer of the river goes both north and south from where you're standing. There is a landing here that's out of the water, and then directly here is a door that has a that same symbol carved into the front of it. Now, the interesting thing is this little teeny split here and this little teeny guy up here, those look like arrow slits.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
And that seems to be where the voices were emanating from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up the gazer.
Okay.
And
You
I'm gonna
can. It hangs like with a slack jaw.
I'm gonna take a bite of it.
You can. It's very fit. It's like sushi, but like a gross. Speaking of sushi, Max Bob wants to know when you're getting sushi again.
I don't know.
Never. The
soon.
answer's
So is there a way for Krizik to sneak like underneath the arrow slits?
you don't hear the voices anymore. If you guys move quietly enough, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Hey, why are we being quiet?
Roll initiative.
I'm
No,
just
just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
Krizik,
the rest of us hear the goblin voices too?
You did hear some voices, but only the people that speak Goblin recognize it as said Goblin voice.
I am goblin.
Yeah, Krizik like comes back to the group. He's like, I heard some goblins talking, and there's like slits in the wall, but it sounds like they're sleeping. So if we're quiet, we can just sneak past.
I'll speak.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, I like it.
All right,
Renair says
follow
to
me, guys.
Renair whispers to Ennui, says, "I'm sorry, Miss Ennui. I did not mean. I was not of right mind when I attacked you."
Yeah, I noticed, but yeah, you know, it's fine. Whatever.
We shrug it off and we move on. So where are you guys, where is your goal? Where are you trying to get to?
Krizik saw the door here.
Correct.
And probably wants to get there first, because that actually had the symbol on the door.
Okay.
So yeah,
What we need
Krizik
to
is probably
follow,
going to
so.
try and sneak here.
All right, that works. So Krizik, you roll sneak with advantage.
Okay.
Because you already heard them.
Whoops.
That'll
Did I
be
roll
fine.
the right thing?
That'll be okay. Did you roll?
Nope, I rolled survival. My
Nope,
bad.
that doesn't
Hold
count.
on.
Roll, try again.
On the right thing this time. The text is so tiny. There we go.
Just as good.
Oops.
All right, so
God damn it. All right.
well, either way, you're fine. You get across and you hear this faint snore coming from the arrow slits on either side. You get to the
Okay.
door, no problem. Everyone else, let me give you a little bit more room here because I know that tunnel sucked.
Yeah.
Here is a little bit more of that platform if you want to place your guys around that area.
Oh yeah, Krizik doesn't know anything about
Do we
doors or
each need to
traps,
roll
so-
stealth?
No, we're just doing
or-
it once. They're goblins and they're
Okay.
asleep.
Okay. I'm going to examine the door, see if there's traps or if it's locked, that
All
sort
right.
of thing.
Perception.
Okay.
Nine. All right. Doesn't seem like there's any traps. Seems all right.
Cool. So, you guys want me to pick the lock on this? I presume it's locked. Can I try the handle first, see if it
Good
actually
call.
is locked?
The door opens.
Okay.
It seems
okay.
like.
I'm gonna make sure I gently push it open, but not walk in, just in case
Would you call it
I didn't
gingerly?
see something.
Gingerly?
Gingerly.
She'll gingerly,
Gingerly, yeah.
open the door.
When you pull open the door, you open the door softly. It seems like whoever's this, if the Xanathar Guild has an underground sewer hideout, they don't expect people to find it, so they didn't really bother locking the door. And as you move
Except
forward,
they mark the pathway the entire. but
yeah,
sure.
just in case they beat. Now that
They're
being
not a
said, they were
smart
very
gang.
small marks, and you were looking for them, so there is that.
Oh, okay. So they weren't like big
Yeah.
glowing runes
Regular
on the
sewer
wall.
passersby may not have noticed said markings. As you see, there's a winding tunnel that leads. There's another small arrow slit here, and that same sort of snoring sound can be heard from that. There's another door on the far end of the corridor.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go
I'm
here.
gonna try to, go ahead and get past the arrow slit to the door.
Okay. This door doesn't seem locked either.
Okay.
All right, opening it up, you reveal a corridor that leads to a room to the south and then to another area to the north.
Okay.
Do we go left or right?
Do we see any marks on the walls?
You don't see any further marks on the walls. It looks like the marks that went through the tunnels were just to get to this place.
Okay. Which way do you guys want to go?
Thought so. You're going to want to join Zapati.
I say we investigate the room first.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's not leave anything behind us if we can possibly.
Okay.
I'm going to put you here because you're in the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the room. Cause is there a door or anything, or is it just?
That's the door. You already opened the door. There's no door to this particular room. The
Okay,
only
so
door
I'm
was one
kind
to
of
the
going
right.
in and scoping it
Yeah.
out.
All right. Looking on this side. There's rusty weapons and threadbare clothing littering on the floor. It all looks like a big room. Looks like a coat room and some sort of primitive armory. It doesn't look like anything's worth anything.
Okay. Fair enough.
So,
This must be where the entire army stayed.
And I'm gonna go check up above.
All right. As you peek around the corner, you see where the arrow slits led, and then you see a couple of crates as well as on a tarp on the ground next to said arrow slits. You see this goblin who appears to be deep asleep.
Okay. I think I'm gonna
Mostly-
try to sneak past him.
That works. Go ahead and you roll your stealth. You're not trying to move towards him. You're trying to move to the north. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, that works for me. 14. All right, with the 14, you manage to make it across, and you do not disturb the. Can you see? Did that reveal to you that little hallway?
No.
Sorry, one sec.
No, the door just ends, or the room just ends.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There's a hallway. Krizik is also going to try and sneak past.
All right. Let's see how you do.
Yeah, right. I'm rolling normally now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Seems fine.
Ooh,
You walk
nice.
by,
All right.
and he just turns over and makes a little cooing sound as he is fast asleep.
Yep.
Oh, you're in the wall.
Yep.
All right, who's next?
Me, and I don't know at this point. I think Sneezewort is going to mentally struggle with this. Like, do we just try to sneak past this goblin, or I don't want to kill my own kind. I feel really terrible about that, but on the other hand, this is leaving enemies on our back.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I guess I'll try to stealth by.
Okay. You're good.
18.
I love your descriptions in the chat, by the way.
Thank you.
It's so good. And we're not really worried about counting movement right now, so you guys can move further ahead or whatever. Don't worry about that.
But we
But
can't see
everyone
further
is
ahead.
going to
Can't
have to
see
try.
further.
This is it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it ends right where I
Yeah.
am.
So this goes about 3,000 feet and meanders and
Oh,
goes back
no.
out.
God.
Sneezwort's just going to sneak 20 more feet back.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Thoughtsy, are you going next?
Yep. So I'm gonna roll for stealth.
Actually, I will stay back just in case
Okay.
something happens and it doesn't go so well.
All right. As soon as Thoughtsy starts to enter the room, there is a small, like, her foot hits like a small pebble that hits across. You see the goblin, like, and it's like his eyes start blinking like he's starting to wake up. Sneezewort, you see this happening. You have a choice right now.
Is it all right? Well, if he's waking up,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna go over and the scimitar,
All right.
dog chopper.
Advantage
bring down
because you're he's prone.
Okay.
We're just killing him in his sleep?
Well, he's awake now.
Well, I don't know if he's waking up and about to attack you or not.
Okay.
You can also go for
All right.
non-lethal, but he'll wake up eventually.
Yeah.
17
All right,
is
that is
definitely
a
enough.
If he's still unconscious,
Yeah.
isn't that a critical? And like
Oh
the
yeah,
double
you're right.
damage?
You're right. So roll another damage on top of that 4.
Yeah, Krizik is too far ahead. I mean,
That'll do
All
it.
right, so 7 damage.
Yeah. So you can describe how you've incapacitated, for better or for worse, this goblin.
Okay, so like watching Thougtsy trying to sneak past and hearing that pebble, like I kind of leap into action. I kind of like just edge fire and like pull out my scimitar and just close my eyes and just obviously with great regret just slide it like right over his neck and just push it down.
All right. Instantly dead without any sound except for the gurgling of his own blood. He did it.
And I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a silver in his hands and I'm like close his hand around it
Okay.
and I'm like, go well, brother.
Nice. You guys
We
have
can give him a silver
an
to take into
inspiration.
the afterlife then for that.
You guys have an inspiration. Good job. The rest of you can
I
move
just like
past
pat him on the
without
shoulder.
without any problem. Rhaenyra sees what you've done. He says, "That was very honorable, Mr. Sneezewort," and moves onward down the hallway. Dop 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 dop.
With his own theme music as he goes down.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what everywhere he goes.
he's got his own like Mission
Radar.
Impossible style theme.
Marv's gonna look at that body and remember that it's friends and food, so he's gonna keep walking.
I'm proud of you, Marv. It's some good growth.
So you're gonna notice that you'll see that slime tunnel again. This actually moves underneath of that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Or yes, it will be underneath that. Those stairs actually went down. Yes, that's how it looks.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
this is going to
Oh,
go
okay.
underneath that.
So just gonna keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Am I seeing anything in the hallway as I go forward?
No. Well, looking ahead, you see a room that has various, looks like
Because I think I'm seeing light, but I can't tell.
There's some faint light coming from some torches on some sconces around the room, and let me get to that section. You, as you do that, do this. This room opens up. You can see the sconce there. There are these different sleeping little tarps down here on the ground with a little crate, and then on this bottom side there is another door. Well, as you enter this room, you hear shouting coming from the other side of this door.
The other side of this door?
Yeah, sorry, my pings are on the wrong layer again.
Okay. So I do pass that in.
This one.
Yeah. So I pass the information along, and then I'm going to go up to the door and kind of just see what I can tell from there.
Okay.
Is it locked? Is it...
The rest of the party going in there?
Cool. Yeah, we'll sneak in, moving quietly still.
Krizik remembers about the goblins and is like, oh, hey, I could understand them if it's goblins.
Actually, you can all understand this area. They're speaking in common. You hear two voices. And here's what you hear. You hear a voice. It sounds slightly familiar, and he says... Zamp, the way you're putting those furnitures up against the door, the thing's going to just leak out the bottom. You're going to have to put something on the bottom of the door to prevent anything from oozing out. Maybe we can get some of those tarps and just stick them on the bottom, but what you're doing isn't going to work. And then you hear another voice. It's like, what are you talking about? Krentz, I know how to barricade a door, sir. And it just sounds like they're arguing about something.
Does this
Sounds
door
like they're
open
having
inward?
trouble.
This door looks like it opens up towards you, and the sounds like they're coming. The voices sound like they're coming from not on the direct opposite side of the door you're facing. It sounds like they're further in the room.
Okay.
All right.
Is the door unlocked? I'm not opening it yet, but is it unlocked?
So you take your hand and you slowly just turn the knob to see if it'll give, and it is unlocked, but you do not open it.
Okay. So I tell the others, hey, the door is unlocked. There's people definitely inside, but they're not right next to the door. Do we want to just quietly go in?
What happens when I kick another pebble?
Well,
then we don't go quietly in.
Yeah, I mean, we make the attempt.
I mean, do we really have an option? This is forward.
Is kind of it, yeah.
Yeah. We have to go through either way.
All right, so I kind of gingerly open the door.
All right, sounds good. You open the door, making no sound, and as you... Oh, my God, I moved the whole map!
You did.
Oh, no.
That was weird.
It drives me crazy
I
how
hated
easy
that.
it is to move everything except for what you're trying to move.
I know. I don't know how I do it. But anyway...
I do it all the time, too. It's
just how it goes. Let me reveal this room to you. As you open the door, you see a room very similar to the one that you're coming from. And inside, you see two figures. One of them looks to be a dwarf, and he's trying to place things against this door in front of him right where he's standing, which I'm going to ping because I know how to use my tools, right? That's the ping. There it is. And he's standing there. He's a lot paler than most dwarves you've seen. He almost has albinism or something like that. And then the other man that you see below is a human male, and he has eye tattoos tattooed on his head. He looks somewhat familiar. And there is another door to the south.
He does?
Oh,
yeah, we fought him in the first session.
Yeah.
We fought him in the bar fight, and he ran off before we could. He ran off before we could get him.
Okay, that's the dude. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't like him.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to try to eat him while he was unconscious. So
Right, that upset me.
That
I
being
got on his chest and growled at him.
If you guys decide to attack, they're completely enthralled with what they're doing. I'll give you a surprise round.
As soon as Krizik sees the guy with the eye tattoos, he's like, oh, this bastard's gonna get it.
Nice. Yeah. All right, guys. Roll your initiative, and make sure you select your token. There you go.
I will learn how to do this.
Yep.
No!
Oh, all right. Good for
at least we have a surprise round, I guess.
I know.
Heyo!
All right, did we do it? Are we all in there? We did it, guys. Pros. All right, we're going in descending order. Marv, you're first.
I'm very good at this initiative thing. Marv is god damn it, everyone's in front of me again.
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 25,
Don't forget, you guys can move diagonally.
30. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I should be able to get to right here.
Okay.
And I go, hey, I didn't like you! And I cast he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the
spiritual flame. Sacred flame.
Here he goes.
That's what it is. If he gets it.
Oh my god, I can't minimize my window because I put it too high.
You rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4.
Okay, well I failed.
All right, he takes 5 radiant damage.
Okay. Boom! As you shoot this radiant light out, it hits him right in the back. He turns on and what's you guys again? And after you, it is
Potsy.
Me. Can Hexblade Curse go through walls?
I think you need sight, don't you?
You can see them. I think you have to have line of sight.
One creature you can see.
Yeah.
Balls.
Yeah.
I can't see them. Okay.
You also have used it for the day.
Yeah, I think you only do it once per long or
Short
or
long rest.
Short or long rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
short long rest. You're right. I apologize. Well, in that case,
Seb, what are you doing? That's a lot of arrows.
Sorry. I wasn't aware that everyone
That's
could
why
see
I
those.
hide mine, because otherwise,
Yeah,
like,
if you want to play with the arrow tool, there is an option to hide it from other people.
I didn't realize
Oh,
that
there
everyone could
is?
see it. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
show to
that
others,
works.
hide from others.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all.
See, little does everyone know is we're all constantly arrowing.
I can go 10 feet that way, and then from there I can go.
Well, remember,
Don't forget, people in front of you- yeah,
moving through
difficult
friendly
terrain.
squares counts as.
You can get right here at 30 feet.
Yeah, I was
If
trying to
you
get
move,
next to Marv.
you can do it.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Yep.
Dope. That was my goal.
Cool.
Listen.
And I'll ready an action that if I get attacked, I send off Eldritch Blast.
Why wouldn't you just use it? Out of curiosity.
Yeah. Use
Can
it
I
right
do
now.
that?
Yeah, it's a range. It's a range
I
attack.
can move and.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they were two separate bitches. All right,
Nope.
hold up.
Same bitch.
We've played this game for months.
We're
I've never been a
professionals.
warlock. I didn't know what their things are. I'm tired of you attacking me.
Very powerful, but can never move. Seven's gonna miss. It shoots right over his head. Good try,
Yeah,
though.
it scares him. That's what it is. It got really
He
close
is
and
afraid.
It scares him.
Ennui, you're next.
okay, so
Kenzie, Lee wants to know if you want to get sushi.
Oh, I always want to get sushi.
I think we want to go Friday night.
What's
I'll
Friday
talk to you
night?
about it after this, though.
okay. I'm gonna use my short bow.
Okay. That'll do it.
Nice.
Cool.
And I'm sorry, I didn't
And,
ask. I assume you're attacking the guy on the bottom or the guy on the top?
the guy on the bottom.
All right. 5? All right.
Yep.
5 piercing as an arrow hits him right in the shin. Oh. He's up, but barely. The two enemies do not get a turn as this is a sneak attack. Sneezewort, you're next.
All right. We're
Or
going to
surprise
move
attack, I
5,
should
10,
say.
15, 20, 25. We're going to go ahead and move right here, and we're going to attempt to use the short bow on this guy here on the bottom as well.
Let's go. Yep.
Dirty 20 and another 5 points of damage to him.
All right, with that, Kremps goes down. You finally have revenge
Nice.
on this guy, and he is out for the count. I'm just going to delete him from the map.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the hide action then as my bonus.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to do it. I don't know. I mean, it's like, are these coffers or like...
They're sleeping bags, so like if this guy's standing here and he saw you crawl in a sleeping bag, he can pretty much know where you are.
Okay, that's fine. That's pretty fair.
I like the idea of you just being like, ha ha!
Can't see, like it's just your head in the sleeping bag.
Goblin-sized lump.
If you
Krizik,
get under the blankets, the monsters can't get you.
Right, exactly. That's the goblin thought process. If we can't see them, they can't see us.
oh shit! Apparently it's Reynar's sneak attack too. I forgot to roll initiative for him.
Oh.
Well, he's got a 5, so it works out. Or 9.
Oh, okay.
He'll just go next time. Krizik.
All right. Krizik, with some crafty diagonals, is gonna get all the way here.
I like it.
And attack the dwarf with the longsword. Here we go.
13 is not going to
wait.
get through.
Okay. Also, I forgot to uncheck rage, because that's
Okay.
not up anymore.
Yeah, he is wearing a scale mail and has a shield.
Okay.
Anything else? Because if not, it's Marv.
No, there's nothing else he can do, really.
All right, Marv, you're up.
He wants to make himself the target, so...
Marv goes, pick tactics! And I pull out my shitty rusted short sword, and I stab at thee.
From Hell's Heart, I stab it.
Because of it. Yep, that'll hit him.
Yeah.
18 for 4 damage. Nice job
4
as you
damage.
slash at him.
And I channel Tiamat, and I'll do it again!
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
15 will miss.
Ow. Balls.
Close.
Okay.
If you're done, it's Thoughtsy's turn.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna chill touch.
All right,
I haven't
cool.
done it yet.
Yeah, you got a clear shot. 17 does hit for 1 necrotic damage.
Oh.
Oh, I got something in there.
He gets a slight chill.
Well, I know, but
Ellie.
it's not even cold damage, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's necrotic.
That's
It's
so
necrotic.
frustrating.
He gets a slight neck
Rot. All right, and Ennuy's up.
I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna try to sneak attack.
Okay, that works. Ah, that's a hit. Sneak attack damage.
All right. Oh, it
I'll
rolled
do the
twice,
top
but
one,
it's
so 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
Yep. Ooh, nice. That took a big chunk out of him. All right, nice. As you stab him while he's distracted by the other creatures. Now it is his turn. I just want to
Isn't
do
that the
this.
other-
This is not a very, strategic move, but I just think it's cool, so I'm going to do it. He's going to enlarge himself.
Oh, no.
As he does, everyone is pushed this way away from him as you see this dwarf start growing into the size and reaching the ceiling, and he just roars like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Renair gets to go next. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he'll attack.
What good could you possibly get from being large? I mean, why would anyone ever make that?
What kind of jerk?
It's a jump move.
He didn't even have like a catchy phrase or
Yeah,
anything.
it's crazy.
Like, come on, man.
8 is a miss. He tried. With that, Sneeze Warp.
All right, well, now I got a whole bunch of tall folks in my way, and distinctly not liking this. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to drop the short bow. We're going to grab our little dog chopper, and probably still with goblin blood on it, honestly.
Yep.
We're going to scuttle between Ennuy's legs and pop up and try to chop at his knees.
Ooh, I like it.
Hey, Zach, remember that we have Fury of the
Alright,
Small.
that's a miss.
Not Zach,
Didn't I miss?
Jack.
But we have. Yeah, I know we do. I might be
Okay.
saying it because it's like one use.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
I'm
a
gonna
big
try to save
dude.
that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and if we can use the inspiration,
Yep.
maybe.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so we'll go ahead and ignore my miss here, and let's see, do it again.
16
All right,
is
16 to hit.
just enough to hit for 9 damage. Good
Nice.
job. Let me
All right,
see
yeah,
when he's
and-
enlarged, if anything. What does he get? Just to damage?
He gets a.
Double damage on its dice on strength-based weapon attacks.
That's not what my enlarge does.
That's what this one does.
That's
But he gets
bullshit. I
nothing
want that
to its.
enlarged. Way better.
He gets nothing to his nothing else. So yeah, he takes the full damage. So 9 damage. Boom. Guys, you're going to want to drop him this turn, I'm telling you. He does a ton of damage if he hits. Krizik.
Gotcha. Krizik is gonna rage. That's his last rage for the day. I'm gonna click that, and we're attacking with the longsword, two-handed, and I'm also using Fury of the Small,
Okay.
which adds exactly 1 point of damage.
Okay, unfortunately, an 8's not going to hit.
Ah, dang it.
All right, Marv's up next.
Pack tactics.
All right.
Kill him.
There it is with 9.
Crit.
Hey, Marv, describe how you climb up this guy and just destroy him.
I get really frustrated and I'm like, yeah, Tiamat doesn't like tall dwarves, and I flip the rusty short sword around and I stab him as hard as I can.
Oh man!
Right in the neck.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And he topples down. As he hits the ground, he starts shrinking in size back to his normal size, and the body lies dead at your feet. Renar says, I'm now to get on your bad side, Marv. You'll have to tell me more about this Tiamat. With that,
of course.
the room grows still. Here's, let me see if you find anything here.
I say, yeah, anything on the bodies?
Yeah.
They do not. It says specifically they don't carry anything into this room.
Wow.
So unfortunately, there's nothing here. Let me tell you what you notice. If we look here, this is the door that they barricaded for some reason. It looks poorly barricaded. You could easily get that stuff out of the way and go through that door. There's also a door next to where Marv is standing, and there's also back the way you came. Now, I'm going to say this. It's 10 o'clock. And I know it's getting a little late, so we can pause the game here. No one's taken any damage. Has anyone used any spell slots?
I used both my rages for the day, unfortunately.
Do you get it back on a short rest or just a long?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so I can't give you guys another long
check.
rest, but what I will say is, because you have access to this tunnel that leads up to the main Waterdeep area, the other characters, whoever plays next week, this is like your way in and out of the game. So if you can't make it next week, we're saying you reconvene to go further into this cavern. Make sense?
Gotcha.
Cool.
And yeah, Chris, it looks like I do need a long rest to get those back.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't give you that. So just remember,
No, yeah, it's okay.
we're just going to be taking a, not even a short rest. We're just going to be continuing from this point onward. But maybe switching out some peeps. Sound good?
Sure. Sounds
All right,
good.
fun game, everybody. I know it's a little brutal at level 1, obviously. I have not changed anything like I have in some of the other campaigns we've done. I will tell you this, though. You're getting close to the first milestone.
Oh.
So it's coming. I can only imagine that next game we play, you're going to pump a level.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Hope so.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I'm really looking forward to the bonus action disengage. That is definitely the one I would like to have.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to check us out tomorrow for our 50th episode of the Table Hops podcast, followed by our game night on Friday. I'm not sure what games we're playing. You'll have to come in and find out. And as always, you're going to see these guys, or some of them, again next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Also look on YouTube and on your podcast. We're going to be posting our Waterdeep stuff there as well. So fun times. We'll see you guys all later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.